the time commences. We're live. All things are working. It's switching the stuff. It's saying things are happening. We're happening. Hi, hello, chat. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Small queue today. Not the smallest I've ever seen, but usually that's at 2 in the morning. That's when I get a 6 queue. But all right, we're going. Hi, how you doing? As we get in there, I'll have a couple of things to show you, but we should probably immediately brace for cutscenes. I'll make sure to get in the VC shortly. But hey, as always, stuff is happening, things are going on. I want to say at the top of the stream, in addition to maybe you want to hit that subscribe button so you can keep track, because we're planning on doing some extra streamies and stuff in the next couple of months, including the fact that I'm here to announce that this month's bonus stream will be Dark Knight. I am no longer leaving it up to chance. I need to fucking get this shit off my backlog. But also, hey, if you're a patron, you can go on our Patreon page, and there's a text post posted where I'll take your suggestions for kind of guess if Yu-Gi-Oh cards are good. We may turn that into a poll. I've already gotten quite a few. Have a few more ideas than I were thinking you were thinking. And if you're not a Patreon, open your wallet. I don't know how else to say it. I'd like your money. It pays my bills. Okay. Sorry, I'm slightly out of whack. I will now slide into the VC. He's not here yet, it doesn't look like. I don't know if Loth will physically be in the VC. He had some stuff with some other bills that came up, so his sub's not renewed. So he won't be here in-game, which means we're all going to die. But I don't know if he'll sit in the VC or not, or he'll just be in chat. Anyway, all right, where the fuck am I? What am I doing? Okay, I'm in the front lawn.
Oh no, I have to press the screen volume down.
Yeah, I gotta be careful of that. That's not what I want to do. I want to look at this. Chad can see at home what we're working with. I've gotten all my classes except Blue and Dark Knight to 70. I am currently rocking the 70 Machinist gear. Took a second to think about that. And now I must return to the Rising Stones and sit at a table? A table that warned me? Hey, be careful if you sit at this table.
I forgot that's where we went off.
So, we're gonna see... Well, yeah, because it was, I think, after midnight my time, and I was like, alright, well, I guess we'll just keep poking quests until something happens, and then it was like, hi, several cutscenes are gonna play, and I'm like, okay, this is a good time to jump for tonight.
Yeah, I think all of us were like, now's probably the best time.
Yeah.
Alright. Still got some stuff I can talk to... Mitchell about for now. Let's get in there and just...
There he is.
Hola.
We probably won't die now.
Several cutscenes will play.
Well, we'll still die because Loth won't be able to tank for us, but...
Alright.
Yeah, hey, I'm here for more support.
Set aside sufficient time. I do appreciate that they warn you need time, but they never tell you how much time.
Yeah.
Just time. Set aside exactly 23 minutes and 17 seconds.
Alright. I'll get this ready. If it gets crazy, I'll put myself in the timeout box.
It's getting crazy.
But for now, we're not voiced or anything, so we're just looking at some sausages and ham.
And some tea.
Thancred's here for tea time.
Tea time with Thancred.
Depending on.
I don't know if anybody's ever made the Tancred Endures crossover meme.
Tancred, yeah. Which is funny because, yeah.
case you forgot, we're dealing with Dubrel's secret clone Xenos.
Yep, his body is missing.
His body is missing, and I saw him in a flashback. But I don't know if I should, because they don't do the black and white tone, the grayscale. So I don't know if I should take cutscenes I see of asides for things I'm not there for as things I know about or not, or if that's dramatic irony.
I can't tell if in the cutscene you saw like bandages around his neck or not.
There is at least a certain amount of dramatic irony going on here.
He got better.
I like how Thancred here has posed basically 3 theories.
Hey,
Oh,
look.
there's Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
Always know when he's here. But so Thancred has pitched just 3 theories. He won us. We operate not on the assumption that Xenos just straight up died. He just was like, nah, fam, that shit's not for me. So we'll scratch that off. So either somebody stole his body, or he's Asian possessed, or triple secret clones. Like, once again, that weird guy, like, siphoned the echo juice out of Creel. I put nothing past Garlean science. I did a blue quest about Garlean war crimes the other day. Just taking shit off my quest marker, but they, used bioweapons and Alamigo.
You get something to add, Lucky? You're a bit silent.
No, I'm sighing at myself because when I came in, I saw the title, I saw cutscene land. I thought that said cutscene ludes, and I was just like, Lucky, why are you like this?
We all have the Freudian slip of the brain.
It's only a couple
brain
letters
slip.
off.
Reading is hard.
Yeah, I can't really talk shit because when I'm streaming, I'm sitting like probably 3 feet back from the screen. So, most normal font sizes I can read, but sometimes small text does get a little blurry.
To get that same effect, I can just take off my glasses and be like, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I could remove my glasses too, and that'd be awful.
So Alphino has flown off to Garlemald's.
What?
For reasons.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the plot.
Meanwhile, Alphino.
Literally meanwhile.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
there's a reason I said that.
you get a lot of these over time.
I love these meanwhiles. Something always good happens.
Well, not
Yeah, this is a
necessarily
board like
problems.
hypersonic Imperial Craft or something.
That guy's just playing Tetris.
Also, this airship bridge looks suspiciously like that place where I beat up a giant man with a sword in the Praetorium. A lot.
What are you talking about? You're still beating up that man in the giant room, the giant man in the room in the Praetorium. It never ends.
Think about it this way: this is the bridge of an airship. It's so circular and empty.
Yeah. I mean, it's because they didn't want to have to build an entirely different airship cockpit set for the Garleans again. So they just used the command center they had already.
Once again, shout out to Maxima.
Yep, actually,
A perfectly normal man
He's a good
Yes.
boy.
with half-rim spectacles.
Part of the popularis who was actually like, yeah, we can get along.
So the Garleans are near some sort of etheric desert.
Yes.
Actually, it's next to Doma. It's just on the way to go.
Okay. Still, actually, that is a good question. Is Garlemald technically on Othard, or is it on a different continent?
Different
believe-
continent.
Yeah.
Different continent, yeah.
The Ilzabard,
Ilsabard, okay.
I think.
Eorzea, Ilsabard, Othard, Dravania. Not Dravania, it's a...
Our plants are dying, and I blame all of you fuckers.
I cannot be blamed for this.
You cannot, Caesar.
Technically, I cannot.
Say that
Well, he
the
can't
only
log
water
in right now,
piece
yeah.
back.
Technically, I could take some blame. I was literally in the front lawn when I started the stream. And I did not think about it. That is indeed my beat. Attacked by Magitech armor.
Speaking of, I wonder how long it actually takes for like the server to like calculate. Oh, time to water plants. It's actually just like one day, just like day reset.
I do believe it is something akin to. Ah! Sorry, my camera freaked out.
Make me jump.
I would hate if a gardener came to me and was like, okay, so the next time you do water your plants, ah!
Well, just imagine I was walking next to a plant and I slipped on a banana peel. That's pretty much just what happened.
Alphinaud doing his best to imitate Star Trek right there.
I laugh at wizard eggplant every time.
Does it have a tiny hat?
It does not have a tiny hat.
It already feels like no one can talk properly today. Like,
I never make any such promises.
I do not
English.
English.
Talk good, me well.
words bad.
Bad word good.
Word soup. Soup word. Eat.
But are you at soup?
Oh, right. This is the first time Omega gets to see
What?
this kind of thing.
Commence the duty!
What?
Yeah, commence the duty.
Huh?
Commence the duty.
Commence it.
Commence
Do
Hold
it
on.
now.
Wait a minute.
By the way, this starts
welcome.
off. You are now Alphinaud. Congratulations.
Okay.
Don't accidentally switch your hotbar, because otherwise you lose it on controller. You
This
can't
is
switch
the
it.
only time you will have a Moonstone Carbuncle. Enjoy.
All right. I can cast LB1, Ruin 3, Physic, and Tri-Shackle.
Physic is your heal. The other
Yeah,
two are.
I mean, I know what you're doing. All right. So I just survivors. Okay. I'm just fucking walking. Walking the Great White Desert.
Basically, get an ultra
Boy.
simplified Arcanist does your job.
Alphinaud's
Yeah,
fucking
target.
fast. He's got a speedy run cycle.
Honestly, sometimes in these sections it feels like the class you're playing as is too difficult.
I mean, I get what they are going for with that, but I do admit this is a level 70 solo duty. Alphinaud has 4 buttons, one of which doesn't count.
And that one's a heal.
It's just like
So you
that's a little
functionally
weird.
have 2 attack buttons.
Well, okay, I mean, Alphinaud, he doesn't have a green icon right now, but I know in dungeons he's usually a healer. That makes sense. I have a level 71 Astro. I have some bad men.
Oh, it's almost fall. We gotta redo the fucking house.
I was going to mention that. I didn't know when fall actually started this year, so.
It's either tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, but you can trust me for when the season started, right? Mine's opposite.
It's in the upside down.
Oh, we get to laugh at Lost because now it's gonna get very hot for him to get to summer while we get to get toasty and blankets.
I know. It's been the opposite. I've been laughing at you guys as you've been dying.
What fight that's hard.
Fight is nothing to do.
It is.
Game
Sure.
of mine. Which, you know, sounds red.
I do love when they bust out. Maximum
Neo is new. I don't know what Okay, I was just about to switch to healing next one.
Neoteric, new or modern recent. A modern person, a person who has
Oh.
new ideas.
That's cute. Maxima the Modernist. Ooh, Alphinaud's tired after casting Ruin 3 40 times.
I mean, he was also in a ship crash.
True, and to be fair, I was not doing any self-healing. That guy was kind of slapping my shit a little. I let
Also,
the
good
bars
to
get
see
away
you
from
in
me.
chat, Architect.
The Architect is not in the VC right now because they're eating, I think. Hey, I have one of those.
The ground, they had to fucking run here.
Mine doesn't. Mine can't shoot guns though.
Everything's going wrong.
As these things are wont to do.
There's the boy.
There is a gunman.
He's a great man.
He's very tall and is of a mysteriously dark countenance.
It's funny when you look at the Imperial gun blades and then you look at the other gun blades like these.
Well, I do believe that's actually like there's a historical reason for that. I haven't actually started getting into Gunbreaker, but the Gunbreaker style gun blades are like older even than the Garlean ones, and are used differently.
Yeah, there's not actually a gun in the gun in those. Those are just swords that have.
They have etheric shells in them.
Yeah, that makes basically explosive power. Garlean gunblade can actually shoot.
And the menacing mercenary is drawing X's in the air and shooting beams. Perhaps if he howls like some sort of dark wolf at my enemies. No, he doesn't say that word anymore.
What are you talking about? You know this guy. You've seen him in the War and Triad.
Okay.
Subtlety just gets thrown out the window.
I'm just
Lucky didn't actually know this was the first time I did it, since it's literally been like almost 10 years since I did fucking
I admit that's because I'm really bad at this thing like this.
I knew immediately.
I did not know.
I mean, strictly speaking, I'm assuming based by the way we're talking about this, the character is the character I think it is, but I have been saying something since that happened in AAR, so...
You've been like howling it to the moon every time.
Listen, you know, it keeps happening.
Like what was
The
it?
music's real hype.
You finished the film with Cass and didn't see a body. They must have survived. They've all been good.
Yeah. Alright, is that everybody? Yes.
But no, I can understand why like you wouldn't connect the dots immediately.
I
Also,
mean...
I want to talk about the button combos. I think it's better that they only give you like 4 actions. If you had to try and learn a whole like new rotation for a class you weren't playing, people would bitch about that.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be overcomplicated. It's just they give you so much space, and it's like, well, I mean, compared to how solo duties for like jobs are, that was very simple. I appreciate that. They could probably have complexed it up a little bit more, but if it's just for like a cute aside, they don't have to. I remember there was an interview recently where because it's TGS, it runs for interviews and stuff. I think it was with Screen Rant, but Yoshi P sat down and talked about a few things, including about job design. Basically, it's getting hard, but people really like it, so they're gonna keep trying to do it as long as they can, basically. And the other thing was talking about like stuff he wanted to keep doing. So funny story, chat. Do you want to know what mechanic UGP says that the team worked the hardest on that got the most mixed response from the audience? Eureka.
That makes sense.
If you're wondering perhaps why that sort of stuff is more rare.
Yeah, Eureka is certainly inexperienced.
Gasp, how do you know who that is?
Well, it is a different voice because
Well, yeah,
different voice
it'll
cast
be a
change,
different-
but
Which, if they
You
do
don't
actually
sound
play
like
his
Sam
voice,
Eagle.
He also is not wearing a big stupid helmet anymore, so.
Well, yeah. Well, you can talk about voices, but I believe this one is not voiced.
I feel like it's not very often that characters that are introduced in the patches are voiced right away. Sometimes they are, but usually they're not until we get to, like, the climax or we release the new X-Pack, when we did a lot of scripting and had to hire somebody.
Oh, until Shadowbringers.
I don't recognize that mask. It looks particularly dorkish.
I think it's
basic bitch Asian mask for the
Yeah.
Like-
nukes.
You technically fought one at like level 15 or something.
Wasn't that just Lahabred? Or was that a different one?
no.
No. Lahabrea wears a red mask.
That is true.
a very important distinction. Not gonna say why, but
It's also hard to remember La Habrea. He is most people associate him with him possessing Thancred. I know he's in.
Well, yeah, but
the-
you do see his mask a couple of times, and he has his own sigil. It's a
I mean,
little
he
hard
got
to
The
hit
tell
one
by
who's
dungeon.
out there.
Yeah.
The Shadow Hunter. Hmm.
No, he's hunting Asians. He really,
It's true.
He really seems to hate for some reason.
Hey, he finally got to speak of this later.
At the tip of his blade.
This probably is a little easier to suss out. Wow, okay, he's got a lot of collection. Including a couple of red masks and a white mask.
Gee, I wonder what that last mask looks like.
as
Yeah.
it zooms in.
Yeah, they're trying to emphasize. It's very funny though. But yeah, it
can
probably
also-
gets a lot easier to recognize what's going on there when, for stuff like Moogle Tombstones, I've done, daily scenario a lot.
I had one small issue, and I did not realize who it was immediately, but I went to go look up the name Shadowhunter, and I was proceeded to be spoiled as to who the character was, even though I didn't realize right away.
I'll wait the Google search.
Because I wanted to take another look at that image so I could see if I could figure it. Oh no, I searched the real name and then got spoiled anyways. Because I wanted to compare.
Ah.
Because he just popped up.
I mean,
Can
that
you
was a-
sneak well enough, Alice?
On the other hand, it doesn't really do that much to actively hide it, so it didn't really matter.
No, I'm gonna leave this to Thancred. I'm smart. I'm not sneaky.
this is Thancred.
You have
Look at me. I am a dragoon. I am dressed in Skaven gear right now. I am probably rattly as fuck.
Ah, you're a rat man.
Clank, 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 clank. It's like D&D. Wearing plate mail gives you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh wait, I have a picture for this.
Oh, I'm zooming up now.
Is this gonna be another meanwhile? Or is it the end of
No,
the
this is the end of the cutscene. I mean, that was actually like about 23 minutes, funnily enough.
My random joke succeeds.
I just got the Sea of Star boss name stuck in my head and it will not leave.
It's good music. Oh, right, I forgot. This, I gained the ability to ponder from this quest.
You go,
Oh man. Yes. Japan have Climate 8 already? Seeing screenshots on Twitter from RE4 remake, and apparently they have it now.
I mean, yeah, they don't.
Which
I
makes
don't.
sense.
I think the DLC's not coming out too long from now, so they'll probably have a demo at TGS. Rebirth has a Final Fantasy VII. Rebirth has a floor demo at TGS.
Nice.
You should do what I do in these circumstances, Alice. Say, go start a new job, and then get embroiled in all that bullshit.
But she likes being a stabby mage.
It's
I'll
stabbing
say you should
time.
pick up a gun.
Please do not give Alice a gun.
Still caps some fucking ass scenes.
She
My-
will
my-
just start blasting
Alice
people
switches
back.
to the new unnamed swashbuckling class. She just gets a gun with her rapier.
I mean, I wouldn't
Who
put
needs
it past
spells?
her.
Bang.
I would not put it past her. If anyone's going to do it, I would expect her, honestly.
The strongest magic of all, gun.
A gun. True.
It would.
Oh, neat. Team meeting.
From one table to another.
That table's a lot bigger. I just feel like I'd rather not. No, I'm not doing anything else. Technically, I need to go fight a tiger, but we can do that later.
The tiger isn't going anywhere.
It's a very patient one.
Technically, I think there is supposed to be some time pressure because he's gonna get like overtaken by his Adamitama if I don't beat it out of him. But you know, we got a while.
Can you imagine if it was a time quest?
That would be awful.
That would be very scary. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Yo, that guy who helped you with Titan that one time.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a complete asshat with the crystal braids.
No. Despite his weird eye patchness. He's good. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they're gonna have the meeting in Alamigo. All right, makes sense.
I believe that's just generally where they have them from now on.
Well, I mean, that could make sense because that would count as neutral territory. Previously, I think we had meetings in the heart of Ul'dah, which, given some of that last stuff that happened, is very awkward.
It's also technically the front against the gods.
Yeah, it is the front line, and also, since they no longer have that Tyrant King, they got a lot of free space they don't need.
They have a really big, like, throne room and everything.
Okay, so because I'm an idiot, I can't find the image I was looking for when you mentioned plate
Rip.
mill. Bad plate mill noises.
Please return.
Ready with her?
Okay. The Alamegans, not known for urban planning.
Oh,
Taking
it's
long.
fine.
Yeah. I thought it was just down the street, but I have to go airborne.
Right down the road.
How does anyone travel this place without light?
These walls are so fucking tall.
Right down the line.
You know what cutscene's coming in?
Also, did like that last cutscene I did thing like end a patch or something?
God,
Because
I needed that.
Thancred's talking like he's been gone a long time. But usually
I
we only
believe
do that
so.
like between patches.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe it was.
All right.
Yeah, it
Makes
was
sense.
attached.
Because it did have like a dramatic conclusion type feel, but also
It was you
The
did
quest that you
Tsukiyomi.
The quest that you got Ponder from was the last quest of the pack.
okay, yeah, all right, so that makes sense. That's why Thancred's acting like he's been gone a while, even though again, technically in the modern time it was like 5 seconds.
That's like, so how much time in between patches?
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath.
Sometime
Whatever brought you
passed.
galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Say like
I clearly just entered a fugue state.
When they ask you, hey, what do you think, and the camera panned up, that's meant to be a time skip.
What do you think? And then it just cuts to fucking the Warrior of Light floating in aether space with shooting stars playing. What? Sorry, I zoned out there for a second.
I was in the vaporwave dimension.
Quite. Without further ado, then.
You just completely.
I was thinking about if I
After
can
the
stick a
successful
gun on the end of
uprisings
my
in
spear.
Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
Clearly,
The Dalmaskans
way that
paid the
you
heaviest
got something
price.
being in the next expansion
For their
is that
defiance,
the Warrior of Light
the
has
Emperor
decided
made a
to
show
move
of
closer
razing
done
their
and
capital
sort of
to the
wants
ground,
stay invented.
prompting many of their neighbors
Here
to
you go,
abandon
Omega.
the fort.
Yep, so
Mention
mention
of your
Damascus.
favorite place.
Home of Vosh von Rotzenberg of Damascus.
But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation.
No.
We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
Not
Near.
exactly close, but near.
I'll be the first minute. I'm not great at this thing.
There is at least a spark of hope then.
I mean, Damascus is like I think one of the closest territories we have to Bosnia because we have a lot
A spark
of
in want of kindling, yes.
Damascus.
The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad,
That's why we have
many of whom would
some
otherwise
there.
struggle to continue the fight.
They want to do
The
Bosnia
support
story
effort
like
has
we
been
have
led
to
by the
with
Sultana and the Elder
Damascus.
Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamigan refugees to know the consequences of oppression.
Well, I mean,
For their
obviously it's not going to
troubles,
be one to
they
one
have
because that's the
quickly earned a
whole like
reputation as folk heroes
shades
in
of the
certain
original and
corners of
stuff.
the
But
Empire.
if they're relatively true to the source, Damascus should be surrounded on at least 2 sides by giant fuck-off deserts filled with wolves and T-Rexes.
An angry cactuar.
Angry cactoids?
Every desert.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Cactoids.
Yeah, they're called cactoids in 12.
Yes. Very round, very small.
And if it's a bad day, you will run into Salamand Entites. Because I know elementals are usually pretty passive in 14. They are 2 and 12, but if you cast magic around them, hoo boy, gonna fuck your whole goddamn day up.
I believe they act that
That is
way.
all for the provinces.
They do.
As for the Garlean motherland itself,
Well, specifically things like sprites, which
our friends the
which are basically
Populares have
the
Yeah,
suffered
yeah.
something of a
thinking
setback, I regret to say.
Yeah.
Talk is
I don't
rife that
remember what the
Doma
exact
has
name
summoned a
of the field
primal,
was, but when you're crossing
and the Empire's
desert,
more
you have to go
liberal
from, like,
voices
the
are being
oil
drowned out
platform
in the
to oil
fearful
platform.
clamor for
I remember that
retribution.
angered an elemental, and I could not escape it to save my fucking life.
The Sansi.
Yeah.
I just got there in my playthrough.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fucking.
isn't
they,
it like a big fuck off floating sun?
Yeah, Salamand Entites are the fire ones, and they just fucking glow and follow you. And if you cast a spell near them, which you are very likely to do, because you should have your full like gambit array and shit. You know, you might accidentally pop a guy. They will turn hostile, and they will chase your ass down with. I think they can cast Firaga, which at the Sansi level is way outside your league. They often start with like reflect and shit. They'll fucking like silence gun, sleep gun you. They will get your ass. Technically, I think it's Noma
And who did they
Entites,
think
the Earth ones that
orchestrated
are
this
in
summoning?
the Wester Sand.
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the
Suffer loss.
provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
I leaned away from the mic
He
too. I guess I
walks
still
in
got.
plain sight, and none suspect him.
There's an architect.
And it's as we feared.
Hello.
matter how.
News of his death
Yes.
was greatly exaggerated.
An Asian wears his skin.
Asblasiums.
But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding him there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency.
Thancred has the link pearl as a tongue piercing.
I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphonse?
Nope.
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out.
Is it gonna be the burn? Thank you,
burn.
Thancred.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
How dramatically convenient.
Oh, I can't even go on top of this thing. Cool.
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
That feeling
That's
when...
like-
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
No, you were actually starting first.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, the feeling when you're in Duty Finder and you're just
So far be it from me
waiting
to
for
change
just
your
one
minds.
more person. And it's been like 5 minutes longer than the wait time it suggests.
Oh, pain.
Yeah. It's a healer too, which makes sense, but doesn't make it better.
No, I was just commenting like, yay, my I almost said Thancred, my fucking Emmy is up on 7.
My Thancred. Why did I just mixed them together? I can't even speak at all.
My Thancred is in pain.
Thank you.
Thancred, I am the bone
Joke
of my knife.
I was going to make a joke too, and then my mouth just decided to not cooperate at all. My pancreas. Clearly, that's what my mouth wanted to say.
I'm gonna tell
Still
Bird
put
to
to
be
the
right
dope
back.
monopoly.
I know, but I had to fucking get it on my map.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm stepping away for a second to chat.
I love our new front gate decoration.
I like it. I put it here myself. Comes with feet ploops and gold saucer music, but only when you're writing it though, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so I can't actually picture what it is. I'm just imagining one of those little toy car rides with children and put a dollar coin in.
It's the good guess. It's the gold gig, the Sapotender Imperador, the gold saucer mount.
That's the one that gets Max cost when they included this new multi-theater one.
Yeah. This one was 2 mil, and they added the Blackjack. I think it's the airship from FF6, if I recall correctly. Oh, finally, it popped. Oh, someone fucking withdrew from the duty literally last second. Okay, it popped again.
Okay, clicking back.
I forgot to update my Porsche because I put a ring on.
Oof. Always painful when you swap something that's not visible in the portrait anyway and forgot to redo it.
Yeah.
That said, you put on a new weapon? Fuck you.
I mean, not always, but a lot of my portrait poses involve the weapon, so that makes sense. Rings and bracelets. less so.
I first switched my the headgear from visible to not visible, and then switch off.
Yeah.
Portrait. Oh, that's so janky.
Yeah. Also, yay! It's her.
Well, I mean, we saw her, in the last cutscene.
Ah, yes, but a patch happened.
True.
So what was it
Solo
for
get-
you guys? 3 months?
Your solo would just be like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, and just Omega's like, I saw you just 5 minutes ago.
Well, she did say that, indeed. She's like, two faces from the dim and distant past. And I'm like, we had tea, like, 2 minutes ago. Even with a time skip. And then Alice jokes that it hasn't actually been that long. What is this? The return of Minor Y'shtola? You put your hat back on? Open Y'shtola construction?
That was a good design.
That's right, chat. I did a cross meme. I did a Yakuza meme and a Final Fantasy meme. And I just put Y'shtola in the hat and the eye patch.
I'm trying to think of the Majima construction thing, but with Y'shtola right now.
I
mean, I feel like Y'shtola would generate a similar amount of simping. So there's crossover potential there.
Y'shtola.
It's got the same rate of syllables.
Yeah, it does.
Now I want Y'shtola voiced by Mark Hamill.
I mean, that hasn't been true in a long time. I think Mark Hamill has said he doesn't even remember recording for Yakuza.
I'm sorry, I'll never play Pick a Dragon in English. Never.
Yeah, no offense to English voice actors. I'm sure you guys are working very hard, but I onboarded into the series by playing like a little bit of like Kiwami and stuff, and seeing a lot of other people play it in Japanese, and it's like, no, it's the memes, man. It just doesn't read right without Kazuma Kiryu's delivery and then Majima and the Kiryu-chan.
I know very little about Yakuza except for exactly that line.
Well, it is a series that is approximately 10 billion games long. And getting longer. 2 new Yakuza games will be out in the next 6 months.
Pay too much attention to other game series instead, and my brain's just goo.
Sorry, I'm just wondering, is this some kind of cat in a hat joke? Mikote with a contraption on her head? Listen, we're in Doma. I'm sure they love cat girls here.
Y'shtola shows up with a hat, and you got fucking angry looking at Alice and Alphino dressed up as Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Oh my god. Y'shtola or Creel would have to make them do that, because otherwise they would not. If Thancred suggested that, we would find him bleeding in a ditch. They'd leave him alive, but...
On death's door, though.
Down for the count status effect.
He has 2 status effects, down for the count and also in a cutscene.
In event. Ugh.
They were all joking as they go over actual law about summoning.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of explaining, that because previously what we thought we needed to summon an icon, a primal, was you needed devotion and intent and a fuck ton of crystals. Now you don't need quite the same level of belief if you have an object that has accrued that level of belief over time.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. I just really meant to stop by, but I'm feeling way too tired.
Oh, you're asleep,
Have a
boy?
good rest, my dude.
All right.
Oh, good.
I might see you
Take a
tomorrow
fiver.
because that's when Payday 3 comes out.
Yeah, maybe. See everyone.
See ya.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Oh, I finally have a...
Wait a second, we're taking your soul of the person who can't see except by ethereal stuff into the place that's been burned by Aether.
I just mean she'll be able to see anything actually important really well.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a super
It's
found.
like she's wearing heat vision goggles.
Predator vision, you stole her. Every time I see the outfit, I'm just reminded how many people are just like, fuck yeah, Tataru for giving her that the short shorts.
Okay.
Tatara knows what's up. Also, everybody is like,
Weaver EXX.
I assume it's you know, you can make the jokes about the design team, but I assume it's Tataru's design that like, it feels like every woman in the Scions is wearing like, you know, knee or thigh high boots with, you know, big blocky soles. You need more height,
Combat skirts.
which is interesting considering it's Tataru who's making these allegedly, and she is the smallest of them all.
Suburbs.
Oh god, I don't know why, because she said such a determination with my name. I say small turtle house, and I just pictured Genbu with a tiny house.
I mean, he would fit in a tiny house. He's actually tiny.
Then he would insult Tataru with her. I don't know what Genbu has against Tataru, but he does not like her.
This is true.
The great first emperor himself.
Pray join us outside the House of the Fierce. Also, Kian, aren't you supposed to be in charge of this country? I know we're bros and I appreciate it, but are you supposed to just fucking leave to go comb the desert?
Wait, hold on.
Yes, I did phrase it that way for that reason.
We ain't found shit.
Classic movie.
Oh, it doesn't go all the way. Damn it. You need to watch that movie again.
It's a great film.
Also, depending on the thing, I don't think Axe has seen it. You need to double check with him if he has or not.
Well, I have that DVD somewhere.
It'd be a good excuse to watch it. Just like how Mega says I need to watch Ghostbusters at some point.
Yes. Well, said he has not seen Ghostbusters, and I'm like, we must correct this.
There's just a set of fast movies that just everyone needs to watch. Including
I mean,
myself.
there's I think a decent number.
Oh, that reminds me. My
Interesting.
twin sister was
Okay.
telling me she watched. Oh yeah, The Burn.
All right,
Yep.
do me a duty, I guess. Okay, all right. I need some friends to go help me in the desert, I guess.
Well, I'm here.
I am stuck in a duty.
I
Same.
will be your stand.
I'm also busy.
Axelman is now playing Final Fantasy XIV online.
Well, we'll see. But yes, I see several people are busy. Did Axe know? You're not joining the call yet.
Don't
we'll see
worry,
if
it's
he gets
just
in
you and me. We got this.
Yeah, we're the two DPS.
Just go unsynced.
Well, if it's
I've done it
said...
solo as a blue mage. I could probably do it.
Yeah, it is true.
as a Mega Dude.
But no, we can work it out later. I just need to... Let's see. Did you say that you did actually see Axe jump on, or was that a joke?
That was what happened. I saw. I got a Steam notification.
Well, I'll give it a sec to see if he logs in. And then be like, Axe, quick, help me do the burn.
Burn.
I wish you could just do a half and half kind of thing with just trusts and some people. But I can understand how and why that would be difficult.
Yeah. Actually, wait, that does make me wonder though. Who the fuck is tanking this? Can I check the NPCs? Oh, that's not even have NPC support. It's not updated yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
coming next
not
patch.
in the story, if it doesn't have it.
I wonder then what they'll do.
Yeah, I believe that it was shown for the next patch, 6.
Hopefully there'll be
Six.
something funny there.
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. I'm getting my patch numbers confused.
X is
Still
in
think
the
the best one-
the stream chat and says he'll be there in a few minutes, so we'll wait it out a sec.
Yeah, but one of the screenshots they showed for the patch was literally just Kian just fucking fighting at the burn.
I mean, I assume normally Hien would be samurai, you know, melee DPS, and Y'shtola
Well,
heals. But I'm like, but who tank?
I'm gonna say Yagiri or Kian.
Or a random soldier, because they
Yeah,
do-
just yeah.
They could, yeah, they could get me a Dome and Rando. But like I said, I hope there's something funny, like how if you tank in an NPC duty where Amaric is there, he will be an archer instead.
There's also the Fororago in the Google Library. That's very funny.
Yes, that's
Furo
also
the
very
tank.
true, yes. Frog tank. So, like I said, I hope they come up with something funny.
All the Realm of Worn ones are very sad, because there's just no one interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
all just, you know, adventurer or scion, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I think even though it's no one you know, it is the same people, so technically you get to see them as they evolve.
Yeah, I think it's they used recurring, like, NPCs. It's just, you know, they are nameless schmucks. I don't even know if I know one of them can be a lancer. I don't know if they ever become a dragoon, for instance. Are they stuck as lancer forever?
I don't think people do get the job stones because
Yeah.
Sometimes it wouldn't make sense.
Like, technically, I think Amaric is a gladiator. Or has a gladiator's moveset, we should say, but, you know.
Look, they
Funny
usually
s-
have a unique class name. Like, I believe Y'shtola's an Oh no, Alphina's an Acomedian. What's Y'shtola again?
Oh, I've seen it
I
before.
think they're all.
No?
Y'shtola, Bankrid, and Urianger are just all Archon.
Are they all labeled
That could make
as
sense.
It was some kind of like scion-related term, I think.
Well, Urion J, the first time you get him, has a definitive class that he is instead of Archon.
Are you talking about in Shadowbringers when they first introduced the trust system, or are you talking about like in the when they added it back in?
Wait, what trusts before Shadowbringers would he participate in?
No, fuck if I know.
I don't. I mean, I'm actually pretty sure that why this doesn't come up. He doesn't.
Urion J doesn't join you for anything anywhere close.
He's stuck in the Waking Sands for like 90% of the plot.
Except for, I guess, the Soul Trust against the Warriors of Darkness. But
True,
that one
but-
you don't get
Yeah,
the class
they're all
names.
NPCs. Yes, they don't have class icons.
No, I was just confused as to why we're mentioning Urion J for the trust.
Well, we were just just mentioning what classes they have. I don't know if they have all unique or all. Hey, Y'shtola, what do you have to say?
Can you just imagine just a fuck with you, Y'shtola switches to minor in a trust?
Y'shtola tanks, and her class icon is minor.
The
Hey,
fucking
hey, what up,
axe
Miss?
pickaxe.
Not
X.
much. We're talking about NPC classes.
Oh, I meant like for like the first 50
I mean,
minutes.
I did a
of stream.
cutscene.
guess Lucky,
It's fine.
like Lucky's already gone. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Has-
do about it?
I was just
I-
curious if,
I
like,
don't-
if someone was made him angry or something, or you
No.
got tired.
No,
He's
He's just
tired.
tired.
He's tired.
You
Oh.
weren't here. Sorry, that was mean of me. I don't know why I'm being so antagonistic. I need you to help me out. Ugh. I guess I'm just in a jocular mood.
I mean, like I'm putting down the horizon to join you guys for this. So hey,
Well, I appreciate it because, like I said,
Thank you.
let's see.
I am at the final boss of Siren Song C, so if you want to wait a little bit longer, I can also join.
Well, Axe isn't actually logged all the way in yet.
I'm
I'm waiting for let me in.
I legit can't join you.
Yes.
Sorry, Loft. In that regard.
Okay. it says Axe has logged in.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to tank then. Can you tank?
Shoot him and.
Am I gonna heal or is?
Let me just warp to you. You guys in Yangsha right now?
Yeah, we're standing outside the
Yeah,
door.
just go to the house
Alright.
and fly up.
Alright, sure. Thank you.
Need to know if I need to heal or if I'm gonna DPS.
Well, Alter's gonna be out in a second. Alter, do you want to heal or DPS?
I can feel with whatever.
All right, then Caesar,
I've
you were
got
here
preference.
first, so whichever you prefer.
What do I actually want to play then? I didn't think I'd make it this far.
It's the classic rule of friend groups. Whenever you say, "Gee, I'm hungry," you better fucking say where you want to eat.
Well, normally I'd just be healer and yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
think about my DPS choice.
I will say that it's like that's kind of the reason why it's like, oh, when that happens, it's like fuck it. I usually have to have a pre-made choice or at least a go-to thing I'll do regardless of that because that happens a lot.
More often than not, this is me putting you guys down on the bit. Sometimes I don't trust you guys to tank.
You know, it's fair. You
Well,
are
we
like the
know.
best
I mean,
tanks
and I
know.
mean, that's the thing. In the reverse, we trust you to tank. If you were here, I would be like, all right, cool, Lot's gonna tank. We're gonna be fine.
I think I'm good at tanking up to like Shadowbringers content.
Well, I mean, if you want to switch, you can show up.
There's been a few missteps.
Listen, I think I'm okay with it. Sometimes I'm just too tired enough to like think too hard. So like
All
That
I know
happens with
about you
every
and
class.
all I know about you and taking is that you love being the one driving the tank.
Strictly speaking, I could actually be literally any of these roles. I have all these classes at level 70 or higher.
Yeah,
that's good on you.
Also, you said you're gonna be a tank. You're still a samurai.
I was thinking of what to go for it.
There he is. Now he's a paladin.
All right, I'm done.
That was friends list.
But no, because I'm not sure if I did mention it to Studiomega. Took Axe to Halo Reach. We had a fun time.
Oh, that was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit ago, but I don't know if we mentioned it to others.
I think maybe a little.
I think you guys talked about it.
I think you talked about starting it, but I'm also like, oh, gee, I wonder when this was, because I don't remember the Steam ratting you out.
Yeah, we just fucking
I may have been doing other stuff.
powered through it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, most Halo games are not actually that long if you just fucking knuckle down.
I took like 2-3
Alright,
times.
and then-
session.
Well, I'm sitting on a white mage, so you are
Alright.
free to start
Yeah. Okay.
warping over now too.
Alright, well, we're gonna. No, that's right. It's very funny. It takes me to the. I have to fucking press to go in. All right, you're running.
Into the bird.
Damn it! I need to do
Just
this.
wait.
At this point, this is technically a different sort of desert, I guess.
Damn it! I need to do this as fucking red mage. Blue mage. Fuck.
Yeah. I had a
Well,
feeling
you
that
know,
was gonna come up.
I also would need to do it as blue at some point. So though I need to level.
Well, let's do it again later.
Make
So we
ready,
can-
friends. We are come to the burn.
Another time.
Thanks, Yugiri. I could tell.
No, just wait till the burning savage. That's what chickens do.
Everyone, land where you can. We must wait out the storm.
Clear than that.
And no
There's just a passive dungeon effect where you're constantly losing MP.
Oh god.
I would hate that as Dark Knight. That'd be fucking awful.
I mean, there'd be a lot of classes it would be pretty bad for, and then there'd be like
I
me.
mean, honestly, with Black Mage you can ignore it, and with Red Mage you can kind of fight it off.
I'm a white mage. I need mana.
Yeah, no, white needs it.
I mean, technically not.
If you're doing well and if things aren't going super fucked, you're usually fine.
If I
Astro has a
immediately-
couple of extra tools, but yeah, it would be funny. And then there'd be me like as Dragoon and just be like, "What? I don't notice anything. Nothing's wrong."
White Mage does get that ability that says to cast without mana.
Yeah.
It allows you to breathe even after immediately being picked up yourself.
Oh jeez, it's cool. It's a 5-star servant.
I was gonna make the same joke about it. God damn it.
That's
I was
okay.
gonna
You were
say,
you were doing the poll, which is the actual important part of this thing we're doing.
I was using the brain power. I guess you were using the brain power. I was using instant. Also, you okay if I go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I'm playing Dragoon right now. I don't need to brain that hard.
Yeah, he's
So
letting
I
all
get skilled with every now and again. I jump.
Just get completely smacked by a rock.
I'm spots down here.
Hey,
Dodge
at
that
least
rock.
this isn't like what was it, Snowblood? There was no Google.
That is true.
Oh, these guys, the tiny rock guys. It's funny seeing them this small.
Yeah, they've used this model a couple of times. And that rock is conveniently moved out of our way.
Very convenient. Plot rock.
I'm not gonna lie, I know it's the way Omega plays it, but seeing everyone with colored names, to me, I'm just like, what is that?
Everyone's like colored by the name of the role, which makes it confusing. Like, you guys look the same as the monsters.
Yeah, they could change that color a little, but otherwise I find it handy to like keep an eye where everybody is.
Unless you at least know where the healer is.
Yeah.
The healer.
And also change that color to stuff.
I should
I
probably
should
change
probably
DPS
make it
colors to be
like,
like,
whoop, hold the whack. Watch out.
I have DPSs as a darker red.
Yeah, I should probably manually adjust that sometime.
It is a darker red, but it's like it's hard to notice when you're like focusing on dodging things.
I just have it done where I didn't change it to the it's a light shade.
I mean, I like it. It's good in a couple of cases. It's also pretty helpful in PvP for keeping track of certain things with your friends. And also,
Probably change DPS back to that.
Wow, I'm making my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, Destiny.
When you're really using it, make healers blue, DPS green, and big red.
No, I'd like to be able to actually think. I like to actually like do things wrong. I like to actually.
Hey, what if you're colorblind now?
make everybody yellow.
I mean, that's the same thing as just not coloring. I'd like to not hurt my eyes anymore. I already have that. Yeah, I already have eye issues.
So what if he made you blind?
I mean, my right eye is already terrible. So is this like, is this like
fucking
more of like
Uncharted shit.
Weird question. Is this like ashen sand or is it like partially
I
salt?
mean, I think it's supposed to be sand, but it's bleached white, so it like I think it invokes like salt flats a little bit, but yeah, no, it's just sand.
Welcome to FGO.
Yeah, it's just sand from everything having all the ether sucked out of it.
So there's going to be, I think, a resonance mechanics involving him causing the pillars, but it's also going to be your cover against certain raid wides.
All right, so
Keep that in mind. That's basically it.
hug crystals, but don't hug them too hard.
Pretty much.
Wait a second, I just noticed the armor. Actually, that's something
What?
the armor you're wearing.
No, it's the.
It looks very similar to the first set of key you take from that thing.
Everyone hug him. I'm only level 17 paladin, so I can't really use that sadly.
I mean, the sync down.
Fair enough.
Look, I can totally believe that you disappear and come back.
I mean, I've done it before, but I've been doing it for a while because I've been kind of out of pacing.
Sir, don't shoot me.
You're not supposed to actually be able to kill him.
Well, otherwise he would have shot me. So
I mean, it's still what if the same line damage to be behind the pillar. So,
Oh, then with that effect, we have one kill.
now we got
One pillar here. Barely made sense.
I did not make it.
scatter.
I gotcha. Gotta go in.
good old
Alright, this guy only took like 2 minutes. Like any good fight should instead of like 20.
What content have you been doing lately?
Every time you do end game raids, it takes like 10, 12.
yeah, that's-
I mean, those are
it's
raids.
a raid. It's not
That's
that-
what I'm.
Okay, no, the normal raids, but yeah.
I mean, that's
Okay,
still.
hold on, so
This is a duty, you know, a dungeon. Those are raids. They are supposed to be different.
I'm gonna cut in and say there are like level 19 like that some boss fights can take a bit, but that's because the level 19.
Yeah.
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I think some like post Shadowbringers and some like post it feels a bit too chunky.
Oh no.
Man,
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you
it's
know.
a personal taste thing.
I'm not there yet, so I can't say.
Oh wait, you know what this means, Max? You're not DPSing good enough.
Meanwhile, look at the shit.
I gotta work on your rotation.
Yeah, we found some ancient
I mean, like,
shit.
I'm like the only rotation I've actually mastered because I've gotten kind of rusty with archives. So like, I don't know.
You've seen this kind of architecture.
It's very clear you can get that best.
It's also,
This is some like, this is some elegant shit, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's called a chart dreadnought, but that's an elegant dreadnought.
Also, all these blue lines everywhere.
That is also generally an elegant trend, yes.
I will say this feels like a way more like different like department of elegant because it's like a different kind of structure. It's like
Well, yeah, it's kind of got like a yellow and blue kind of, or like
it's
a
more
brass
circuit,
and blue
more
kind of
circuitry
thing.
like instead of like it's got the elegant stuff, but it's like a bit more.
The stuff in like Ozzy's Law was more like had a little bit of a green tint as well, and was much more, you know.
I mean, that was like a bio research center, so like yeah.
Or maybe
And also a museum.
Char
Char Dublin.
Oh, what's up?
I got shot.
Big Goblin!
Big goblin.
Big goblin.
Holy light.
Stayed in my murder cone.
Big tunnel, probably dug by a big worm.
Hey, could be a snake.
Chief, this tunnel's not a natural formation.
Groundhog.
Actually, yeah, like look at look
I
at
mean,
that.
didn't we also didn't we run into moles on the surface? Could be a mole hole.
Also, like, look
Yes,
at,
we
like,
fought.
look at this.
Actually, we literally fought a mole. It did a move called Molowhack.
Oh, okay. I was like looking at like this thing ahead of me. It's like damn.
Yeah, it's a big hole.
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
Thank you, Loftana.
I'm hacking into the elegant battle.
The Halo combat ball.
I mean, also you joke about that, but Cortana would absolutely do that. Cortana loves to hack. It's like her number one thing that she does in all the novels. Is like, hey Chief, plug me into a computer. I'm gonna steal all their shit.
I do love what is it? That you sometimes miss it, but then like if you got the subtitles on when you're doing true corrective solution. She's like, I'm gonna hack one of these doors, and the movie's just like, please hurry it up. She's like, come on, I see you want. I want to see you try to go through several algorithms very fast.
Well, looks like we found our mole. Kidding.
It's a defective drill drone. Oh, this is a boss.
It's
Okay.
I will say it's a very unique design because I've never actually ever seen this design before and after.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
You have to identify the snitchy when he attacks from the side. Go there.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna
Well,
do
actually,
some
say
fucking
that. I've
shit.
seen the skeleton before, or at least model type.
Fair. I just think it's got unique face and arms.
Anyway, Axe, you're the tank, so.
Not even a seal torch. Just run into it.
Just hit it with your face.
Walking forward menacingly.
He's doing aether chemical flare. That means he must be elegant.
I mean, I think it's elegant just in like all the spiral lining coloring.
I mean, yes, but also for doing aether chemical flare, which elegant shit loves to do.
I mean, they did master it.
speed.
I mean, I think it was a theory of chemistry.
Look for the glitchy one.
Yes,
Oh, right.
the sparking one.
Well, I guess I was second.
Also, they have a second identifier in that one didn't have the fucking like ready, set, go marker over it. Yeah.
I
If you go to the effective one of the two markers, so good not being the one in the dungeon because I can shift forward so much.
Yeah, you don't have to think about tanking. So watch out, you summon some saw blades. Are they... No, they're not targetable. Just keep an eye.
Yep, they just do.
I think they just leave across.
Let's not wait to do that.
What should we hit him with? It is good seeing you play Dragoon
Well, my,
one.
you know,
How it,
my red mage got to 73, so I was like, need to have Dragoon catch up.
I was just worried about how it played on controller.
It's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
like, are you doing
Pretty direct.
So you got weaves down? Like you're able to bounce between the two different combos?
Kinda. You don't go all the way at 70. You know, it's the one finisher turns into the next finisher.
Yeah,
Speaking of giant worms,
Hey, look.
More of them.
also the giant dick.
Oh hey, you find help. You find Hollowness.
Oh my god, oh no.
It's the shell.
I want to leave.
I mean, pre or post the mob.
I think it feels for me doing leaving.
The final boss is the Radiance.
It's fine.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
This pull is moving this fun to try to survive the full survive everything.
Oh, I forgot, yeah, that thing is called a Giggle.
I mean, he's a pretty giga worm. Not gonna lie.
Pretty big.
Super Mega Ultra one.
Though, they apparently have like an adult form, which is like an evil cricket thing. I can't tell. I'm looking at its ass.
Well, after you said that, I think I blacked out for like 2 seconds because I think I had a massive trauma flashback from you saying that.
Alright, so now that there are worms in this area, where's the spice?
Well, it must flow.
I mean, there is a weird.
Do we have a worm sign? Perhaps the likes of which the primals have never seen? It does kind of look like it.
It is funny because I do know that, but I also have never watched that.
Well, the one from the 70s, 80s, the original movie adaptation is on Netflix. But they're in the middle of a new adaptation which covers more book stuff because it was a book first and there was a lot of stuff in the book.
No. The series I don't know. I'd rather pay you guys.
I would rather do that first.
Play tabletop games before you work out.
Oh shit, there's a lot of AoEs. Flee!
Why would I want to be angry while I'm exercising?
Usually I'm listening to Jensikai when I exercise.
That's good
I'd
to
rather
know. I have you guys for the weird things.
I think it's fine. I haven't caught up though. Sorry.
No,
Oh hey, that guy just did an attack called Desert Spice. It was an AoE. God, these guys are so fucking huge, they're just spread out. I gotta start jogging just to find all their circles.
That's enough for the worms.
I'd rather listen to the Colonel's boss thing while
That's enough about WURN.
Oh, that's a good one.
Enough of the WURNs, enough for WYRN.
I'm a dote on them. Chew.
And fun fact, I believe this is a reference to a different Final Fantasy boss.
I wouldn't know.
Let's see what he's called. What's your name, Big Bonk? Whoop. Fuck.
I like the
Mist
silent.
Dragon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a boss from a different one.
This
I
guy
believe-
This guy, when he's gonna end up spawning 4 things on the cardinal, and you have to not hit him while destroying.
Okay.
It
A
is.
summon from 4.
Ah.
He's gonna summon
You
some
know what?
things.
When I played the Final Fantasy gacha games, I remember this boss being a bitch.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
So we're gonna He's gonna spawn stuff. We hit the stuff and make sure not to hit him. Hard for me.
He's gonna create a mess. It's gonna be like, can't see shit.
You're gonna reach out to the
So yeah, that was one of the mechanics of this boss fight. In the Pixel games, it literally formed a mist, so you couldn't hit it.
Sounds about right for an old school Final Fantasy boss.
For the blue match skill, you have to not destroy all 4 of them. Or all, no, it's not 4 things, it's 3 things.
Oh shit, he got me. I thought I wasn't standing in the zone. Alright, I'm in jail.
Attack the miss.
Blech. Okay, there we go. That was weird. He is now missed.
Oh. Now hit the Dragonic Regard and not him.
So the what is the blue mage skill? Like the skill he's doing charging up right now?
Cold off, but if you kill all 4, the skill changes. Or kill all 3, the skill changes.
Alright, got him.
So you have to basically kill 2 out of 3 that let the attack. Probably use that attack if you're using it solo.
Why not get it solo? Yeah.
Ow. This one was a very confusing skill for me to get. When I was drunk.
Oh, Caesar.
What
Oh.
hit me?
Well,
Frostbite.
The guy.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I see what happened. You were standing close to the tank.
I guess so.
Oh, fuck. I got hit by that.
I'll move it away.
Oh.
I have a shield.
Okay, you don't have to do much to get the mist off. Okay.
Split medic 2 out.
On the edge of the map in the fog, no way to avoid it.
This is fucked up.
No, I love that boss.
Here's the fire, remember? Yeah, he does the double dragon mechanics.
Also, we are taking damage.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're being smothered by the water.
We're drop seed.
Not water. Fog.
You mean fog is water?
Yeah.
Unless it's mist with a capital M, like it's Final Fantasy 12. Also, I think they've done mist before in different games as well. But yeah, he did dragon stuff,
You
touchdown.
should do those raids when you're about before you start out of it.
Yeah, that's the plan. As long as it times out okay. To remind everybody.
You want to hit him with Omega?
Yep, I'll hit it with the
Alright, go ahead.
LB2. Die. Dragon. It's kind of like my thing.
You don't belong in this world.
Don't know what your problem was, but goodbye.
Why are you here, sir?
Justice.
Probably just its territory, considering this place is blacksmithing life.
Oh god, sorry, I just looked over at Axe's character. He has the helmet up. Oh.
I like seeing my face.
I often have to see my face.
Well, you have a very different predicament.
True.
Helmets don't like you.
Correct. As you can see by the fact that I am not wearing the helmet for this gear set, I have the previous tombstone glamored as my hat.
It doesn't matter.
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I had begun to despair of finding you again.
Some people will, but they're losers.
I mean, people will complain. People have been yelling for years for a butt slider.
Do you recognize the crashed ship over yonder?
Plenty of other people.
Mistress
deal with
Alizé and
other-
I briefly
plenty of other
inspected
stuff
it.
clips on
It
other
is the vessel
stuff
that
just
bore
as
Master
fine.
Alphino away.
But there was no sign of him, nor of Maxima and
Well,
his
that means they
people.
walked away.
I tried to sit on the porch of your guys' house, and for some reason my character instantly phased through it.
Oh, see, Chris got his weapon. Congratulations.
I'm free for until I actually want to pursue a necromancer.
Yeah.
War Machina.
Yeah, Locke, you're gonna
It would
message me
seem
just
they
how
were
long
involved
it's
in a
gonna be
struggle.
before I might be or something, because I might need to go do something else, but I'll still be around if I need another body.
I'll send you a DM, sure, if something comes up.
Thank you. I'll be around, but I'm just
There may
gonna
be
go.
clues.
I
We should split
probably
up
go
and
do something
search the
else,
area.
Also, like,
You hear that, gang? Split up and search for clues.
Okay. But I just want to let everybody know, I am not Scooby-Doo in this case.
nah, you're like.
There are 5 of us, though, which does mean we have to fight over which member of the Scooby Gang everybody is.
Let's see. I think
These are
no,
no
because I
ordinary
think
soldiers.
LSA can be scrappy.
Okay, all right. So
Over here.
Axe is a dead man.
Why you gotta insult
Wait,
Alice
wait,
like
wait,
that?
that's an insult. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
People
Don't you
don't
know
like
that
Scrappy.
Scrappy has been an insult for
Scrappy's
us.
name is synonymous with a character they add that you don't like? That's what TV tropes means by the Scrappy.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So Scrappy is ARR Alphino.
Probably yes. Like I don't think he's super bad, but technically yes.
He's just like inexperienced.
The insignia on this man's uniform
guess it's like-
identifies
I
him
can't
as one
tell
of
'cause
the
it's like we don't really
Emperor's
have a
personal
dynamic.
guard.
So is Thancred Fred?
Handpicked
Under normal
soldiers,
circumstances,
answering
certainly
only
yes.
to the royal family.
Thancred and Fred have the same level of himbo energy.
I think one of the Scooby-Doo moments that sticks out the most in my
That would
head is
explain
when
why all
at
the
the end of the
casualties are
episode it's revealed to
Guardian.
be a guy that they've never
were
met,
fighting
and Velma
their
is so mad.
Yeah, I don't
That's
remember what
Mystery
series
Inc.,
that
yeah.
was, but that was
That
sounds like Mystery
Inc.
Inc.
Okay, yeah.
That
Because
Alphino
that
Probably
is
sounds
his
like
Scooby-Doo's been
That
going
one-
on so long. There are some very funny subversions.
Mystery
There was
Inc. is actually the really good one because it actually goes like weird fucking.
well, yeah,
places.
they actually has a plot,
Well-
but like there was a middle ground where we decided monsters were real in like the 80s and 90s and a little bit the first couple cinematic movies like Zombie Island where we were just like, yeah, hey, guess what? Monsters fucking real.
I remember that one weird movie where they met a bunch of witches.
Yep.
that
Oh
was
yeah, that's the one
Which
with
is
the
Ghost?
Hex Girls.
Love that one.
Good
Mostly
movie.
because of the Hex Girls.
Aye, we must
Good old
not jump to
cyber
conclusions.
Good old
Besides,
childhood crushes.
Alphino is more than
Ah,
capable of looking after himself, is he
I
not?
think I'm remembering.
But
the,
also there were series like Scooby-Doo at the Ghoul School, where Shaggy and Scooby were teachers at a school full of monster girls. Technically,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
that one.
they were
I
the
had
13
that one.
Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, where Vincent Price was their boss in a crystal ball. That was pretty good.
And we
I-
get into the collabs.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, yeah,
fuck.
Scooby-Doo and the Harlem Globetrotters.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Also, I'm pretty sure
Um,
Scooby-Doo canonically crossed over with Batman and Robin once.
Yeah. Also,
I suggest we return to
Supernatural at some
Doma to
point.
consider
That
our
was actually
options.
really funny.
Whatever
It's
happened
not where
here,
you get the
Master
screen cap of
Alphino is
Batman
long
going,
gone,
"We'll take
and
you to
any
the Batcave
subsequent
and
search
give
may
you
safely be left in the hands of the
I
shinobi.
think it's also a classic one, like from the 70s.
Oh yeah, no, Scooby-Doo did a lot of classic stuff. I mean, like they did it with real celebrities too, which is funny. Like I think they had one episode of like Scooby-Doo and the Gang with like Cher and Sonny, the Three Stooges,
Yeah.
etc. Like
I can't remember if it was a whole episode or not where it was just Scooby Doo and Johnny Bravo,
yeah, that would have been a
remember
later collab, but I think that would make sense.
and it was just what was it? Both Johnny and Velma lost their glasses. It's like I can't see without my glasses, and Johnny's like, my glasses. Women can't see without my glasses.
Alice, remember the rules: no body, no death.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
I always like that thought of like, if you die on me, I swear to fuck, I'll haunt you. It's like, what? Like, what? They're already dead.
I mean, we've already extracted Y'shtola out of the live stream. Let's not assume that Alice couldn't find someone to bully Alphino's ghost.
Actually, you're correct. Yeah, it would be that way.
She would figure a way to just.
I am picturing. Sorry to interrupt you, Caesar. I am picturing Alice just posing like Ansem the Darkseeker, and just Alphino is the Guardian.
Takes into Matoya's room and goes, I need to contact Alphino.
It's just a ghostly Alphino with like the little tail getting like the JoJo meme with like Alice, Matoya, and Creel just kicking him as a ghost.
Look like one of the ghosts that Go Tanks would summon.
Uh-huh.
Including Ghost Nappa. They brought it back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why it took me like a second watch through to realize what Ghost Nappa meant when he died having a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. He was in Hollywood.
Anyway, the Boo Bits are really cool. And you should watch them if you haven't, if you don't know about them. You should also, I mean, people should watch Totally Not Mark's video they're in, but TFS actually posted a compilation of all of them and have been posting them as individual shorts, so you can just watch all the stuff.
I mean, fuck. Kaiser Neko managed to make one of my least favorite characters from my childhood from that series into one of my favorite characters in the movies.
Which one?
I can't remember his name, but the blonde bimbo.
Sharpener. Yes.
Sharpener.
Does great work as that. Also, I don't recognize the actor who played Kid and Fat Boo, but Kaiser was also Super Boo, which was funny. And also, Lawrence Bosco X fucking selling it with the Super Saiyan 3 scream. Don't know how those guys pull that off all the time, but yeah, fucking lots of yelling.
This is a super duper Saiyan.
Well, and he does the line, "This is to go even further beyond." They put some jokes in there, but still, great work.
I think it's hilarious that Funny West voiced the DoorDash guy.
Lise,
Yeah.
what brings you here?
Pretty good.
Oh, hi, Lise.
Lise turns around. I'm here to kill
Oh,
you.
Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hian.
Lisa's here to find new shoes because she has to wear jester shoes.
But that can wait. They told me you were
I
out
can't see
searching
through the
for
text, but
Alpha.
oh my god.
Did you manage to pick up his trail?
I mean, I did see when she stood up and turned around. She does have pointy shoes on.
She does.
Then again, if it was good enough for Dio Brando.
How many pairs of shoes have you worn in your lifetime?
It was I, Lise.
While Paul is dying.
Well, because as soon as
If
Omega
he
said
wasn't
that,
a
I
Christ, he might
pictured
still
the
exist.
Dio face,
We have to
but
keep
exactly
searching.
with Lisa's hairstyle and everything.
Of course
now,
you did.
now I'm picturing Lisa in that exact frame. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's in my head. What'd you do?
Oh, you have cursed us with this knowledge.
It's what I do best.
What has been
Alphino
thought cannot
embarked
be
on this
unthought.
journey as an emissary of Dorma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I
You
would
finally
have our
perfected
shinobi
the
in the
logic
provinces
virus.
search for him as a matter of urgency.
Yeah, I am a logic virus.
Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish
You're lucky.
your brother
You're
for
lucky
his
I can't process the
recklessness
logic
yet.
virus right now. My RAM is
What's
bad.
that? You want an AI to go rampant? Oh, just let me have a few moments with them.
Well,
It will learn to
someone
hate
has to do
Australia.
it.
Speaking of which, I found a great video to share with you guys at some
I'm
point.
sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm
Tragic
not
moments
sure
in
about.
Australia. Quote unquote, not actually tragic, but you know.
Sorry, I get a little wet-eyed there. Big chuckles. Ugh.
Oh my lord.
You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked
No,
Alphino's
what was it?
airship.
Just to give an example.
But the Popularis
hey,
would
here's
never
this,
have been
little
able to arrange
biscuit
the
that
prisoner
everyone in
exchange without
Australia loves
Varys'
to eat.
blessing. So
They
why
changed the
would he
recipe,
sabotage his
and
own mission?
immediately the nation rose up and said, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, that's. There's a couple of things in some countries that'll do that. I assume the best American equivalent might be when they tried to switch the Coke formula to New Coke in the 80s, and people were just like,
They may not have
"No,
been
don't do
acting
that.
on Varys'
Do not do
orders.
that."
The guard
It was
answer not
so
only to
bad
him,
that
but to his
when
family.
they switched back to
The
the,
Crown
old
Prince
recipe,
included.
they had to add
When
in on the
Yotsuyu
box
summoned Tsukiyo,
original.
Asahi was quick to proclaim
And even
that a
though
Dorma
there's
citizen
none of the new
had
ones you can
violated
get,
the terms of our agreement.
It still says
that the
original, and on the
negotiations had
back, on
failed.
the side, it says this is the original
And it is
recipe.
this version of events that is now
Because they
being
fucked up that
repeated
badly
across
that they have to
Garlemald.
remind you constantly.
To
It's
hear the
the
tale,
one.
one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
"Ooh, good pronunciation of adversary."
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace.
Yeah, it's almost like the Asians suck, and wherever they go, they do bad stuff because they want more bad things to happen.
Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard,
I mean,
the
by
Emperor
spreading
cannot be
chaos
ignorant
and
of these
misfortune, we
developments.
bring more people to
We must
know about
proceed on
summoning
the
things.
assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Oh man, there was a specific cutscene I can't wait for Omega to get to. It's so good. I can post one of my favorite dumb images I made.
But come, Lys. You have journeyed far.
I think I know which
Let
one
me
you're
hear
talking
your
about.
I might have an idea.
I've heard that there are some.
So the
I mean,
big
in
news
general,
is that
Shadowbringers is
Alamigo
really
has
good,
agreed
but
to join the
I've heard there are
Alliance.
quite a few specific scenes, like in the lead up and the intro, that people are like, "What?"
Yeah, there are many.
There are many. Let's see if I can find the specific.
To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning
Well, I mean, it
a
is fair to
meeting,
invite Hien to your
and
big
we were hoping
boy
you
alliance
might
meeting
come
because
too.
Doma did technically show up to the liberation of Alamigo.
We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future.
This is like the
They think
NATO
it's our
question.
best
Can
hope
we
of keeping the
invite
Guardians
Doma
in
to the
check,
Eorzean
and I
Alliance
agree.
if they're not in Eorzea? If we were some sort of Eorzean treaty
As do I.
organization?
By
Smart
coordinating
means
our
alliance
efforts in the
against
east
the Guard-
and west,
I mean,
we may be
consider
able
let's
to
see,
discourage
if-
them from
if
committing their
Doma
forces to a
if
single
Yongjia
front.
goes into
I accept your
I don't even name
invitation.
the actual continent of
I must,
Garden,
however,
Garden
ask
is.
for time to attend to
Ilsabard.
some pressing matters.
Ilsabard.
here.
You see, if they go to Ilsabard from the east, and Eorzea goes into Ilsabard from the west, technically we're part of the alliance if we basically do a pincher.
I mean, we did not directly to Doma, but we did sail to the area off the Doma shore from Limsa, so we share an ocean.
In light of
But
recent
I think
events,
most
the
of the
risk of
continents here share
imperial
the same ocean
reprisals is
here.
greater than ever.
I think
And
probably,
I would
like,
not
just
leave
half the
Dorma
planet.
unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her
Please
defenses.
tell me I have it saved somewhere.
Oh no.
Understood. I'll
If I
let the
deleted
Alliance
it by
know.
accident, it's gonna suck ass.
We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting
then in
is to be
5
held
months
at the
you're gonna
Royal
find
Palace
it.
in Alamigo, incidentally.
Well,
Do you remember
honestly,
the way?
I made it on that meme website I always
Well
use
enough.
to make things so I can easily.
Please
just
assure my
throw it
hosts
together
that I will
again.
not keep them waiting any longer than I have
We've
to.
probably got time.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward.
It's
for
one of the
everyone.
reasons why if you see any of my meme images I share, there's usually like a watermark of the website at the bottom right, because I can't be fucked. I'm not good at picture editing.
Well, since Nugal Tombstone Bend's ending, I might as well try doing Copy Factory again, so there's more people playing it. And get the casting dress.
Actually, before I got out there, I'm going to step away again real quick. I'll be right back.
Wait, did they say when the event's ending this time?
When the patch comes out.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Are you
website's
talking
up,
about
so
Moogle Tomes or?
Yeah.
Yeah, when the patch comes out.
Yeah, I'm more meant just like, did they say when the patch was coming out?
No specific date, but it'll probably be said on Saturday.
Okay.
That's when the live letter is.
Okay, so sadly I did delete it, but since Omega, I believe, has definitely muted himself. He's
was it
muted
gun?
himself. No, the cutscene I'm referring to is about a specific character having a tirade that may or may not sound racially charged.
okay, I wasn't thinking about that one, but I understand what you're talking.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other famous one.
Yes. But I can quickly throw the meme together and just share it with you guys.
Okay,
Oh, here, Omega.
Yeah. Sorry, I leaned my mic away to yawn for a sec. All right, we're alive. We're back. Though I did just see the fucking DC icon flash on my name for a second. Hopefully we're... Yeah, okay, we're fine. Uh-oh, Allison needs to cope. Possibly sieve.
And mold?
Well, garland.
Okay.
Also, gotta be honest, I know it's an internet meme, but also if I were to describe anybody possibly as sieving, I think Alice would be very good at it.
Okay, so Alter and Kristall, I have shared the meme with you guys. If anyone else wants to see it, I will share with you too.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'd like to see it, please.
Yeah. I must have deleted it at some point, so I had to remake it.
Thank you for your hardship. I could remember this one.
I can share it into the games channel at some point, but spoiler it, of course.
I remember when I was going through that initially, and like me just losing my shit in that chat.
Maybe I fucking teleport all the way back.
Omega, you did already do your dungeon for the patch, so of course they're gonna have you running around.
Got lost, went on the wrong side. Need to have a talk about him with him putting an Aether right by his front door.
Well, technically, that's the Enclave.
Yeah, right? I know, but it's still a little bit of a hike.
I think they get a bit better about that in Shadowbringers, where it's like, okay, this important person's front door, Aetherite.
Yeah.
And we have an Aetherite outside our front door. It's very easy for me to access my own house, which is a funny thing I learned that at least in early versions of Starfield is not easy.
Huh.
You apparently do. If you can buy a house and apparently not have it on like a compass ring or a mini map.
If we are
You
to
gotta
ready
just remember where the
ourselves
fuck
for
you live.
invasion, we shall need
I'm sure
manpower,
mods have
provisions,
fixed that
and
already, or
time,
will fix that,
all
and
of
maybe
which are
patches will.
notably
But
short supply.
yeah.
They've already fixed the UI, basically. Well,
Yeah.
fixed. Still in progress, but...
Yeah, I think like on week 2 I saw like a complete inventory overhaul mod with like bigger fields fucking sortable, and I'm just like, yeah.
I remember laughing when I saw what was it, the post about like, yeah, you can mod Starfield, and then one of the first mods immediately was re-enabling achievements.
Candid as ever, Yugiri. And correct, I concede. Fortunately,
yeah, they
I
added
have an idea.
Star UI, by the same
Sky
people that made
UI?
Sky UI. Yeah.
Tis plain no single nation
pretty
can
sure it's the same
stand
people.
against the might of the Empire.
They know how to rip
And
apart
it was
entire
only
engine
with the aid of
so
others
quickly.
that Dorma succeeded in
I mean, are
winning
they
her
still
freedom.
using the creation engine
So,
for Starfield?
I mean to take a
no
leaf
shit.
out of our
It might be
Eorzean
slightly
friend.
different, but I'm sure it's almost certainly.
Pretty sure it is
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding,
Yeah, it's actually
I
not
would reach
made by
out
the
to
same author, but
Hingashi
it could be the same
and
team.
Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call.
The news of
Yet
that
disparate though we
Oblivion
may be,
remastered
we are
thing, which
united
is,
in
which
our
is cool
desire
and all,
for
but
if our neighbors could
Sky
be made to
Oblivion's
see what is
basically
at
almost
stake,
already done.
Ascian
It's like,
machinations
well,
and all.
I mean, yeah, that's what I saw
Cooperation
somebody in a
need not
thread
be so
talking about the
far-fetched
perspective
a
Fallout 3 remaster, because somebody was like, man, you know, it was my first Fallout game, I'd really like to go back and experience it, but the PC port is shit, and somebody was like, straight up, put it inside New Vegas.
Yep.
That is the most stable way to run Fallout 3, and it's the same thing, it's just very funny.
Because Obsidian made a good engine.
What is it?
Well, no, Vegas is on the same engine as Fallout 3. It's just that I think
They
that
stabilized it.
yeah, it was a couple years later, so they were able to iron out some of the problems with the code.
I believe, what is it? The Fallout.
It
Tale
may
of
even
Two
seem
Wastelands that
practical.
you play
Yes.
I
Excellent.
find it hilarious because someone did a fun thing.
Under
which
the
is in
guidance of
Fallout
our
3,
former
someone pays
leader,
you for,
Master
finding,
Louis Soir,
good
we
condition
once
books.
strove to unite
So they
the
went to New
fractious
Vegas,
city-states of
stole all the
Eorzea.
books from Doc Mitchell's house,
I
and
dare
went
say
back.
that experience
Yeah,
shall be of
rode the
use in your
train.
endeavor.
Across the country. Sell books.
Yeah. Rode the train across the country, it's time skipping 20 years or so.
We should be
Well,
glad of
it's
your
weird.
wisdom.
I think it's 8. I think. It's 8. I forget. It's been a bit.
For the
since
record,
I mean,
I
it's
would
real
have
easy to
done
check.
that
It would just
even
require you
though
to
I
have
lived in
working
my
copies of
grandfather's,
Fallout 3
but I
and
have
Fallout
to
New
ask,
Vegas,
how
because
will
it
we
Or
secure
you-
the
or you
time
look
to
up the
carry it
timeline.
out?
gives the date.
the
Well,
start
you could
date.
probably just Google the fucking opening cutscene, but the game will
Yeah.
give you the date. Gives you the date when you start it.
I believe when you start Tale of Two Wastelands, you start Fallout 3, and then you can just go to New Vegas at some point.
You can also do the reverse. They give you the option.
Oh,
You
they
can start
do?
New Vegas
Okay,
if you
never
want.
mind then.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I guess.
It's.
If I was out there, it's a career, honestly.
Not that anyone
I
has
mean, I think it
forgotten,
would make the
but
most
Guardians
sense
have
logically to
airships.
start in
Lots
Fallout 3
and
because
lots
that
of
actually has the
airships.
prologue
Should
where
they
you're a
catch wind
fucking
of our
baby.
plan, they could
I
send
was
us
about to
armada
say, you go
overwhelm
from
us
New
before our
Vegas to
eyes had
3,
even
it's like,
begun
where the
to
fuck
take
am I?
shape.
Why am I in a crib?
I think you just like start.
Or you start like in Megaton or something.
I forget where you start.
I mean, the funny way to do that is the baby flashback parts are you recovering from being shot in the face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
A TTW playthrough is on my to-do list personally, but
Not
playing
if we
2
deny
Fallout
them
games,
access to the
potentially with
skies.
mods, with quest mods and such together, take a long time.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah.
saving that for a time when
With
there's
all
nothing coming
DLCs.
out. Yeah.
But yes, there's big stuff coming on. If you haven't seen chat, I have been
During our
vindicated by
time in the
history.
burn, the Warrior of Light
Cyberpunk
and I
2077
chanced upon
Phantom
some
Liberty
Aladdin
is a
ruins.
amazing scoring game. It's got like an over a 90 on OpenCritic. The Metacritic scores are all in like the high 80s.
Turns out everyone got to play it for like after, was it 2 years or has it been only
Oh.
1 year?
It's been this will be the two-ish year mark because it's been about a year since Edge Runner.
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd.
Oh, we got an
Faint though
Azizla
it
in the
was,
desert.
its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizla. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Alligans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn.
Neat.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I
Wow,
fail to see
okay.
what relevance it
You
has
guys
to
voice actors
Dorma's
put a lot of
defense.
sass on that one. Hold up, let you show the cook.
Azizla was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
Also, it's been a little while, but my friends are once again openly referring to me as the Warrior of Light.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region.
Ah, the Empire is shooting its own foot
If
again.
an imperial fleet were to advance
As it
upon
does.
Dorma, it would now have little choice but to
We'll
travel
teach you a
as
lesson.
the crow flies. over
Well,
the
to be
burn.
fair, I'm sure they weren't digging around in the burn to realize there was a great etherical wall of the Alligans waiting.
I just also mean that blowing up the fuel depot that they had.
Yeah.
in
Also not a
Ravenous.
smart idea. Don't do that. That's bad for logistics.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Az's Law, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud,
Tab back in and see
whose
Chris's
fall
pet in my
triggered the
car bump.
calamity.
Yep.
Thank you.
Just the
It
two
deserves all the
occasions, you
bets.
When you least expect
Then I believe I may have a
Well, it needs
solution
pets
to
because
our
otherwise
energy
it's, you know, it's on
problem.
crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's keep it in check.
Yeah, just fucking tweaking out.
What do you think crystals are made
You
of?
do?
Meth.
I may. To find out for sure.
Oh, hey, we need to
you
go
would
back to the Azim
visit
Step.
the Azim Step.
I was wondering if we would talk to those guys again.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes.
Is he going to turn out their giant stone
How
cup as a
very
giant
neat.
stone cup
What
generator?
say you then? Shall we see whether this road leads?
The giant DDR machine that we found in the dungeon is actually.
It's a perpetual motion machine. You just play DDR, it gives you energy forever.
As long
I was
as
gonna say
people
it's
through
the fucking drops at the Imperial airships. But your idea is way better.
Well, yeah, technically we're... The point is we're going to find an energy source so we can turn on the Allagan barrier so we can block out the skies. We're going to build the great sky wall of Doma.
Then we'll fight in the shade. I'm gonna have to at some point just grab a discard and shake him and just say, just scroll up and I'll dump you. Fuck.
Keep saying all the goddamn time. The guy can't even fucking bother to spell anything correctly, so like, I don't know.
Look, we can't cast stones about misspelling things, Axe.
No, listen, I'm already drowning in the glass. I don't care.
He will throw as many stones as he needs to.
Until I hit the other house, I've already broken
so
mine.
I can just picture that you're just standing there at 7 days just eating glass.
It's more, there's like glass up to my head,
What?
but fair.
Oh, it was a different game. There was like a glitch or something where you could eat glass. Actually, wait, no, I'm thinking of a Russian Badger bit. They're talking about Skyrim. I was in a Payday video. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Let me eat 30 pounds of glass.
Eat all of the cheese.
I will eat...
It's one of my...
Oh no, I picked up the basket. I am now over encumbered. Let me eat the basket. Also, I wasn't on board with the Marvel vs. Capcom video at first, but Badger did do a short introing the premise, which was that he told his friends it was gonna be a tournament for $50 and some Jordans, and then on game day he told them it was $50,000.
And it turns out it's all the Opera TX money, which is, hey, it was a good ad.
Well, yeah, it was part of the Opera ad, but no, it was a wild time.
I do love...
One guy didn't even show up.
Yeah, the one guy didn't show up, but they got Lythero and Syzex in the...
Yes.
I wonder if there was like a second prize or like only one person got a 50.
Well, you'll have to watch the video. I don't want to spoil the end of it, but there are some twists and turns and some drama, so y'all should check it out.
Like ripping off a little covering.
There's solid rep of Phoenix Wright, but I'm very disappointed in Badger and all of his friends for not knowing who Amaterasu is.
I got into Lythero for his Phoenix Wright videos initially.
People just know it as Capcom Dog. Oh, there was a meme for that. Where is it?
Well, allegedly, the lady who was lead creative design on Ghostwire Tokyo went back to Platinum to join those guys to do an Okami sequel, supposedly.
Oh wow, seriously?
That's yeah, that was several years ago though, so it's not materialized yet, but that was the rumors that were said, was that they got the Okami band back together to try and actually make a sequel, which I would buy. As a person who's bought Okami 4 times, I think actually 3 times, I'd buy it again. I'd buy a sequel. So I'm down to clown.
Okay, so I've looked it up. Of course, it came from a Lythero video.
Of course it did.
Of course.
I like this. This is a twofold meme. I appreciate this. I never finished streaming it, but I'm pretty sure I've got some old streams where I did play Okami on the channel.
I never finished playing it either.
Yeah, same.
It's a long like the scale and nature of the game is very, in my mind, very similar to like a Legend of Zelda, which it's very in the same like vein as an adventure game. So like it takes longer than you think.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Like it's funny because your stated original goal is we're gonna collect all the 13 brush gods. So like in the first like 10 hours of the game, you get like 6 of those guys. And then the last 2 take forever.
It's also basically a 25-hour game if you ignore some side things.
Yeah, but you want the side things because that's where you get all the cool shit.
I have
fun
so
like it's a 30-hour game.
Also, your
I have fun
reward
memory.
in the 100 collectibles is on New Game Plus. You gain the ability to just be completely invincible with infinite stuff.
Yeah, straight beats.
I have fond memories of Okami because it was one of the last things I have to remember
I
the
will
local
never
video
tire
rental
of this
store
vista.
for Went Under.
The endless fields,
Honestly, my
the
first time was
boundless
Okami Den,
skies.
which turns out was actually a good
'Tis a
sequel. I
sight
just
to
wasn't
make
good
a
at
man
playing it.
forget his cares.
They went under and was selling just the games they had. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, you want to buy this?
Yeah.
That's how I got one of my copies of Halo Reach.
Nice.
And also, for some reason, at one point, they just sold DS games, because I
But
guess
not
they
his
could have rent them out.
purpose, I
That's why I got
trust.
the What Ends review.
Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Yustola is like, bruh, I can't see
Of
anymore.
course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this.
Well, yeah, but Ian's talking
and
about
thus.
like the majesty of the steppe, and Yustola's just like, yeah.
Yes, and?
Do you have anything else to say about it?
In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe.
Now I am trying to
Venturing
imagine
into the northern crag,
an Ishtola and
received
Toph
of
in a room
Nama
together.
sliver of her essence.
Ooh, there would be
a shard of the shining moon,
Neither one would bring up the
and with it
blindness.
clove the tainted land.
There would be
Either
the
they did
jokes would be
they-
great.
I feel like neither would realize the other was blind for a good, 30 minutes.
I could see them being catty with each other, but then like somebody would walk into the metaphorical bar and then they'd just destroy his ass.
Yeah, I feel like they'd just be like sighing or like
And thus
and like tired of everyone
These
else's
fields did the
dumb
wayfaring
shit.
soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
Any specific mythology?
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens.
I mean, Yustola, he has a point. How did Azizlar get there?
suppose that
We
might
can't
suffice.
just do the face from Ancient Aliens and say Alligans. I mean, we can do that, but
Worth a
that's not
closer
actually an
look, would you
explanation.
Did I fucking make that? I swore I made that at some point.
I would.
I think you did make it. I would personally prefer an edit with which would need like a redraw, so I'm not expecting anyone here to do it, but put Yustola's face, because she usually does exposition, and then with the hand gesture and say Alligans.
Well, actually, one of the guys I follow on Twitter did a version where he drew his Lalafell doing that hand pose, but it just says Astians.
I remember sharing that
that's
months
actually
back, yeah.
I think I remember seeing that one. Yeah, that's definitely one that the Warrior of Light would say. Who did it? Asians did it.
Oh, with Athens.
I would say it's Garlemald, Alligans, or the Asians.
And those things are often intertwined.
Sadly, yes.
I mean, that's literally the climax to AAR is those three things crossed over.
I guess the weird thing to ask is is it good if all the villain factions overlap with each other?
I mean, yeah, you do not necessarily need diversity in your antagonists, and this game has that anyway.
Good to have at least a little, usually.
And it makes them more threatening because their interests overlap, but does not necessarily line up one-to-one, you know? Also, strictly speaking, I would say that the Alligans are not technically antagonists because they're mostly all dead. It's just that they left a lot of crap our other antagonists use lying around, which is a problem.
technically, you came across 2 alive Alligans. You had to put them in the ground because they were in the Crystal Tower.
Well, yeah, that's true. I found like the last Alligans and like put them in the forever box.
Because they would not stop.
Well, one made a contract with the Cloud of Darkness, so yeah.
Yeah.
Though I guess technically wasn't the end of that story also that Grahatia's eyeball was because he was descended from the Alligans?
Yeah.
Despite being a cat boy?
Yeah. He was descended, and I guess because of the mixing, like he would be the last one.
Well, he did lock himself inside the Crystal Tower, so I assume he's not doing any boning in there.
Nah.
Well, they're
I'm not
Really glad you got
really
that one.
creative with the cloning technology.
the cloning is what's
Or does he just have clones?
I think you just hurt one.
Anyway, look, it's my aura friends.
Sorry, it just made me picture with the cloning, just Grahatia is like, finally, I cloned myself. None of us will be virgins.
Well, classic.
of course it would be a cat boy.
Okay, so I've got basically an hour and 30 minutes. Do I want to keep grinding the event? Fuck it.
I got all my NP copies and I got all my CE copies. We're good.
I want more fangs. The hunting quest didn't do shit.
Let me guess, the other clans are gonna be butts about this. They're gonna need me to, like, beat them up or something.
You get to talk to Fuckface.
Oh, right, okay, that's true. We might be trespassing on some religious lands. That makes more sense.
He's dead, though. Sorry. Right, no, it's not Fuckface, that's Fuckboy. But I guess.
Correct.
He doesn't even deserve proper grammar.
That is correct. He does not deserve grammar.
I think I wasn't here at the time to say it, but like, I'm happy that Asai got to die like he lived, like a worm.
Yeah, he got to die like a bitch.
Yep. When you get to hell, tell them like a bitch.
And yeah, and it just shows how much of a completely, I'm not gonna say unliked, but like generally unliked dickhead he was. That like, fucking Yotsuyu got more like catharsis out of people than he did. Like he got stabbed, and we were just like, huh, neat. Anyway,
well, that's over with finally.
It's time
damn, he's not gonna be in Shadowbringers.
No, he won't.
Yeah. Oddly enough, it's like it makes you like. Just take off.
The amount of times I was playing Halo with Axe, and he's just like, that guy's not gonna be in Halo 1 as we're playing Reach. I'm like, what no shit.
Okay, that almost makes me wish I was there for that. That's good. Oh, he's gonna be in Halo.
He would bust it out at the most random of times, and I'd just be fucking dying.
I mean, like, listen, that's one of the best Rush Hour jokes.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that's just from the fucking. It's for the outtakes at the end. Yeah, we're just fucking. God, I'm blanking on his name right now. Chris Tucker. Yeah, he could. Yeah, I got it. Chris Tucker. He couldn't hit the line. They did the stunt where the guy flies out and he just says, "Damn, he ain't gonna be Rush Hour 3." And I think they couldn't use that. I mean, one of us on the line, but also they couldn't use that cut because Jackie Chan immediately lost it too.
Yeah,
he broke.
Isn't there a moment where Jackie Chan rushes on scene and instead of saying "free," she just goes "Jeez."
Yes.
That's
There's
one.
a couple of those.
But yeah, it's like, oh, I fit. Oh yeah, about you just to say it earlier, just to get another thought.
Yeah.
I appreciate Asai existing because it makes you understand that Yotsuyu was nurtured into being such a vile person.
Yeah, like I said, I am kind of glad they didn't try to really like redeem Yotsuyu
No,
that much,
sympathetic.
because like she she was a bad person, but they at least humanized her to make you understand, like, why she was such a shit person, because lots of people were bad to her. And so she was basically like, yeah, hey, guess what? People suck, actually. Fuck them.
The world did not do right by her.
Are we in luck?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, well,
So you deserve the kind of fate.
We are.
Yeah.
This is an Allergan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow
I think I
of
made the joke
ether.
even in Halo 1 where like I was talking about Halo 2.
I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the
you did that
burn.
several times with the Halo series.
That would explain how
it
they were
was pretty
able to
good.
untether
You and I
the
would
cave
somehow
as its
like
law from its
melee and grunt at
surroundings.
the same time, and you'd be like, "Fuck, he's not gonna be showing up again."
But were we to throw open the floodgates,
That
the
sounds
resultant
amazing.
deluge would
to
surely
fly
be
off
sufficient to raise
the
our
ragdoll.
wall. And in restoring the flow,
There's also,
we may also
I guess I could say
restore
this
life
lucky
to
here.
the waste.
All the times where like we fought against Flood, and I just kept staying alive because I just refused to walk directly into the middle of the horde.
Yeah. Well, that would mean I get all the aggro, so I'd be the one they're all meleeing.
Yeah.
Punch. Just meaty
What is it?
slaps.
I still never liked how meaty
While the
how
device
like
itself
I always,
harbors a
I always
surfeit
hated
of
how chunky
ether,
the Flood are to kill,
the
but I think
opposite
that's
is
the point.
true of the surrounding
Yeah,
area.
also you need to use the right guns.
Human guns.
It's not really discussed in the game, but Halo is actually kind of interesting for being an early adopter of
An effective
basic-
regulation, perhaps. A similar
different damage
phenomenon
types for
seemed to be
different
occurring
enemies.
in Doma.
Yeah.
Plasma
one,
for
One of my
shields.
favorite things was using the Halo 1 pistol to kill Flood. I mean, they get back up, but it'll work.
Yeah, it's pretty zinger.
I really enjoyed the
Whatever
needler
the
rifle, and I'm so
explanation,
sad it's all like.
the
I think like
answer will
Reach
not
has some of the
reveal
best fucking
itself
guns
here.
in the series, and I
This
said
motherfucker-
We've seen what we needed to see.
This motherfucker.
Let us return
I'm
to
fighting for
Halo.
my goddamn life against several elites in Halo Reach, and those fuckers mean business.
Yeah, no, the
I
elites in Reach
die,
don't fuck
the
around.
camera pans over. He's in a corner trying to pick up a needler rifle.
I mean, it's fun. Needler, it's fun. Yeah, no, I think Reach does have some of the best weapon design in the series.
I hate the grenade launcher, but I think like the actual other things are pretty good.
And the other
Well,
thing is,
the
he's
pro
out-
pipe is it's a skillful technique. It's not, it requires a little bit of experience to use properly.
And then Axe is asking me, why wasn't the needle rifle in Halo 1? And I'm just like, what do you mean?
I mean, if you want the answer lore-wise, the explanation for why anything you see in Reach is not in later games is that that battle was so fucking huge that the Covenant used up all of it. Like, their entire subspecies and clans of, like, jackals and grunts who are all fucking dead because they
yeah, the
were at the
skirmishers,
Battle of
yeah.
Reach. Yeah. Like, skirmishers are an endangered species now.
I'm just thinking.
Good.
Fuck them.
Good.
Yep.
It's morally correct to kill all jackals and skirmishers.
I love how I said that. Everybody was like, "Good, fuck them."
Yeah.
It's true. Jackals suck and skirmishers double suck.
They literally, the lore, they are like literally hate criminals.
At least they're not Halo 2 sniper jackals on Legendary.
Oh, that reminds me. At some point, I actually need to take you through Cursed Halo.
Oh yeah, we did that one time, yeah.
Because what was it Inferno Plus in its infinite wisdom added sniper jackals to Cursed Halo.
Even more cursed Halo.
Yeah, jackals with sniper rifles who'd love to try to headshot you.
Hey, I'm just thinking of Russian backers skirmisher explanations. It's just they're like big jackals, but racist.
Yeah.
That is, I believe,
Not even that,
factually
because
correct.
it's like, I mean, it's not even just that, because like normal jackals tried to literally like I think do like genetic crimes against like the grunts.
They may have tried to wipe out the grunts from space or something. I don't remember. Jackals are assholes.
The good old grunt rebellion.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of fun weapons. Like I think technically the focus rifle is a more interesting version of the beam rifle, and you've got like concussion rifles and shit.
I like the repeater. The repeater was fun.
Yeah, that was an interesting one where they actually gave plasma a machine gun.
I don't like the what was it, the concussion rifle, because in my head it occupies the same space as the brute rifle, which is it's more powerful in me hands than your hands.
Yeah.
That's true. Concussion rifles are very mean when enemies have them.
I think the DMR is maybe a bit overtuned. A little bit.
Yeah, but I love
like
DMRs.
I mean, it sounds really good. The gun sounds really great, but it's like so good at medium and arguably good at long.
Well, and Halo has struggled. Like, I never asked you guys about this, but I am kind of curious, Axe, how you felt going from Halo 1 to 2 and like, oh, my main weapon is now the battle rifle?
I like the
Weird.
battle rifle more than the pistol because.
Well,
I also had,
the
I-
battle
I
rifle
had-
does
I had
not
aim-
replace the pistol. It replaces
Yeah.
the AR.
Fair.
I
Is it-
think
yeah.
Axe didn't like the assault rifle.
I didn't because it turns out I had input delay while playing Halo 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Apparently,
I
yeah,
mean-
player 2 gets input delay.
Yeah, so there.
Oof.
We're going to that village.
The AR gets it's nice when you follow it up with a melee.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
and
it's,
I'm always going to be fond of the original Halo Combat Evolved AR back when they had big fucking, like, boomer shooter mags, 60-round magazines.
So I'm trying. I think I mentioned this a lot once or twice, but it's like, I wish the weapons in Reach showed up in like I guess the later Halo games because.
Well,
they-
unfortunately, the reason for that I can explain is twofold. One, when it came out, Reach was not super popular. A lot of people were upset because it was basically relitigating the canon of the prequel novels, which were very popular with the fan base. Like, a lot of people were not happy about it being, different and fucking with the canon a little bit, with, like, the Spartan 3s and stuff, which was another thing. That was another novel that was very popular. So, like, people were concerned about the story being different, and it did have some gameplay changes that people were not necessarily behind. And then it was Bungie's last Halo, so 343 took over after that, and I feel like, especially with Halo 4, but in general, 343 tried really hard to be distinct from Bungie.
It really shouldn't have been a story about Chief. It should have been a story about like other Spartans.
Yeah, but then, like I said, Reach took some flack for story stuff, which I don't agree with, by the way. I fucking love the novels, but also, like, Reach is
I
good.
liked playing Noble Team, honestly.
Had to quickly pull Axe aside and be like, okay, so glassing is an EMP because I remember when I first saw that cutscene as a kid, I'm like, why did Cat die?
Well, yeah, there's that, but the
I just think he
glassing
died. I
effect
just think it
involves a
was-
shitload of radiation and stuff because it's giant.
I just didn't think that because I don't know why they'd have because like they always made a big deal that like the Covenant don't have nukes, they have giant laser crystals.
Yeah. Well, that's
I guess giant
solar
plasma.
plasma, so it made a lot of radiation, which caused a lot of stuff. There was also comments about Cat's situational awareness in, like, pre-trailers.
I just think she died in a very undignified way compared to the others.
I agree with you.
I think that's the point. A couple of your teammates go out a little on a sour note. I mean, I love George and he does a great moment, but unfortunately the game does, like, immediately invalidate his sacrifice on purpose.
Yeah.
He gives his everything to blow up this one ship, and then it's just slip space rupture detected. Slip space rupture detected. Oh, okay, we're gonna fucking die.
God
Cool.
damn it.
Apologies to the audience that I may have caught us in the weeds with this.
A little bit. We'll wrap up, but yeah, I'll say to finish this Halo conversation. I thought you were gonna say I pulled Axe aside, and I was like, so there's this book, Ghosts of Onyx. That's where the Spartan
sadly,
3s
I've
are from
never read-
originally. Ooh, you
I've
should.
never read any of the books.
You should read the book sometime. They're very.
I did have to explain to Axe why losing George was a big deal because he's a Spartan too.
Yeah, Ghosts
Yeah,
of
I
Onyx is
understood that
very good. It has one of my favorite one-liners in Halo's novels. Didn't you hear? Spartans never die.
Anyway, again, sorry for distracting with the Halo talk.
Sorry, Sadu does this yeah face a lot. I'm just like, every time.
She's fight sexual.
Sadu does want to fight me.
I'm sure most of her tribe is fight sexual.
That is kind of their thing.
They and Xenos were getting along swimming.
I'm a little sad that we don't fight a primal based on these guys' culture.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I funnily enough, I'm not sure how that would work because there would be nothing for you to summon as a primal because they themselves reincarnate.
They do technically worship.
Respect to the god.
Well, yeah, there's the sun and the
Yeah.
moon. I guess the worry there might be you might get some
Who
overlap
have
with
their own
the
names,
kami
I
of the
think?
Kojin. Yeah.
Because I believe the sun is named Azen after the step is named after the sun.
And the moon is Naham, because that's what the artifact we're after.
God damn you! Sorry, I'm yelling at FGO.
Gonna wander into the desert.
Are you gonna pull the DBZ and not fight in the crowded area?
Solo duty.
I hope you're ready, Omega.
She can't be any harder than Raban, right?
Oh no, I just remember you've had problems with solo duties in the past.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I'm hopefully this one, because it's, in the patch, it's not like demanding super heavy item level stuff, but I'm fully kitted out with all my, tombstone gear, so.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle, do our souls burn brightest.
A lot about what's happening in the
We
story,
lay
but I
low
don't
the
remember one
strong,
very
that we
specific
may
line.
rise higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Thank you, Stola.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
Very effective.
Enough talk. It is
I
time
hate
to
that
fight.
I was thinking basically the same thing, and you got it out before me.
Sada, you should have said, enough talk, have at you. Come on. Hey, you're cheating, putting your weird AoE things outside the zone.
Sorry, all those faces, I'm just picturing. Let's find the shrine of the silver monkey.
I understand those kids always stress, but I never understand how they can always get all the parts upside down.
Because they're being chased by big burly men who will grab you and throw you out. Of course
They're
you're fucking scared.
Yeah. Red sword.
Appreciate that.
I just saw the start part blow up.
Dragon doesn't need to do anything.
In death do our souls sing.
Please health tick up faster.
Let's go faster. Just thinking to myself, like, where the fuck did these assholes come from?
Summon them probably. Ow.
spinning him around. The target system kind of funny.
Just missed my second strong.
I remember the good old days when the more you hit intervals and it's like time instead of you only get 3 pieces. Because everyone was a race to squeeze in the whole. I posted that shit I lost.
You know, I just noticed, but I feel like sound up as oh damn that warrior like got hands.
It is kind of happening a lot. Sure, just do all your fucking mechanics, Jesus. Target the sphere net? Nope. Nope. The sphere is not targetable. It's not a thing.
Oh, one of her little dolls hiding inside it.
No, goodbye, cruel world. Even as a DPS class, I can never win DPS races. I think that's the only thing in solo duties that kills me. I don't know what they expect your damage to be in these by yourself.
The main thing is you're not actually leaving with your GCD and non-GCD.
Honestly, no disrespect if anyone has to go very easy for this.
I mean, I always go. I do it once, and then if they kicks my ass, I'm like, all right, okay, fuck you.
I remember Cape West when you have that.
That did take a while, yes.
Again, sorry for what are you saying? You could mind me asking?
Just like, I think it's not actually doing a lot of keeping in between GCDs. Take a lot of practice on the
It's doable.
Like that's the one expectation that also the gameplay is don't really compare in between DPS a lot.
Playing and just, button layout.
Dragoon is also the one that requires the most, I will say.
I haven't played on controller, so I don't know how bad it is to put everything together.
For Dragoon, there's optimal ways of how you do literally everything.
Yeah. I mean, when I play Machinist on keyboard, I just slowly smash all my numbers.
I play Dancer on controller.
Oh, that guy's dead. Fuck, it stays in the game. Sorry. There's also, there's shit with targeting bullshit in this I don't like. Like, I don't know why she needs ads at any point, but yeah, it's fine. It's very easy. She'll literally don't need any buttons. I haven't had to fucking character scold.
I've always found it's hard to target something this big.
That guy? Where are we going to that guy? Please, the one in front of me. Well, I killed the other one, but that was very weird.
Starting on the minute. Wait, if I stand up and kill my friend right next to me.
I don't know if there's some like certain situations with ads and have morale and being like, oh, I'm just gonna leave because all my other dudes died.
Well, yeah, that would work in this case because she's summoning them. Right now, she's
Yeah. What's it? The fucking faces just run away.
Kill her. Kill her dead.
I'm trying. But I don't want to stand in AoEs.
I was just going to I'm not actually trying to tell you to play better.
Yeah.
I got 30, fuck.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
When I criticize the gameplay.
I mean, it's fine. There are times when it's like, you know, talk about like, oh, you know, throwing your off cooldown stuff when you're cooling down. I'm like, yeah, I can do that more, but then depending on the phases, it's like, well, all my stuff is off. Like, I only have 4 of those.
Yep.
At higher levels, you get more buttons. God knows that I've looked at feature actions for Machinist, and it's like, hey,
enough. You were not granted leave.
We've given you like 6 more free damage buttons.
Machinist main thing where you're leaving is during your heat mode, where between each heat
Well,
blast
now
you use one
the
of your
sun
2
has come
buttons.
out.
Yeah, you basically like I have that set up where I can keep doing
Be
that.
gone,
That's really
I mean,
cool.
I said it before. I smashed my keyboard when I played Machinist.
Fool of a Dothal! Have you
Otherwise,
forgotten the
I
face
get
of your
reassembled
master
into
already?
drill or another
The
thing.
sun
Or
will
air
never
anchor
set.
or chainsaw
From his
and
seat
Joe
on
could
high,
just do
he
that
reigns
when you
over
have it up
all,
there.
now and forever.
Get to yeah.
You still is immediately done with this man?
No, this is a good line.
Yet what should he find
It's
here
getting there.
but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bagdai comes with that one guy who's really into Ian.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
His axe, is he gonna do a big jump? He's gonna jump down here?
Insolent child. You will learn
I don't think they will. Have it just gone 4 rounds twice? Oh, he's gonna do a big jump.
So dude just standing there. I didn't hear no bell.
Basically, yeah.
Forgive me, Brother Magnai, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
Out of context lines.
BRB.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Best of luck, Omega.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Punchman. Axeman.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
How to play it.
fun with this mechanic.
Yeah.
Very simple buttons.
Got Earth, Stone, no,
Did you say Earth?
Earth? That's what it's called.
No,
Oh.
it's Stone 4.
Like, basically now, congratulations, now you're level 18 rotation for Whitefish.
Well, I mean, it's Stone 4, so this is technically Stoneja. So that's probably spicier than normal.
down before me. Yeah. That's what you would get before Flare.
And just take out one.
Yeah. Sweet. Let's get my fucking MP back. Yeah, it's got the same mic.
I think it's just
Well, that's convenient. God. Fucking, he's doing the number one cheese against the caster. He's putting piss puddles on the ground.
But you have live casting.
Are you gonna let me target him? No, I think Tentacle's just gonna fucking pull us up. Can you stop that? Yeah, I literally cannot target Ian right now. This is a weird thing that only happens in solo duties. Oh my god, do I have to do all of it over again? Why did you do this? Yes, I do have to do it all over again. No wonder Stormblood is the least popular X-Pack.
And this is why I said.
Yeah, but fucking... Not putting NPCs in your party in solo duties makes targeting weird, and I wish they would quit. But they probably didn't have the full technology yet for it.
Say that. It might, whenever you have time to do so, it might be good to set up targeting filters for just enemies.
Well, I have that set up, but the problem is that I don't want just enemies. I want to heal Hian, apparently. But the normal shortcut targeting, like with the D-pad and stuff, is not as reliable when characters are friendly NPCs that are not party members, but are not enemies.
Yeah. In those situations, I made 2 filters. One for enemy, or one for friends/allies, and then one for enemies/swamps. I need to heal, like you were talking about the targeting, I just switch to the other filter. But yeah, that's also more button presses, so. Take that for what you will.
I'm gonna exist controls.
Like, it is nice on controller, the up and down on D-pads like with some party members, but that doesn't do.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the fact that they do have this thing where there will be friendly NPCs who are important, but do not count as party members for party member targeting.
Sorry, I was just, as per usual, just going to Twitter, I'm like, oh, here's a fucking video of me. Immediately, I see Unit Omega, like,
yeah.
Of course, I'm aiming for the near caster dress in the first raid, and of course there are 3 other casters in the party that are going to be competing for it.
Oh, well, time to lean back in my chair.
Stone
That's bad.
It can be very comfortable.
The share doesn't go cut the best
Office is bad, and I pick it up when you leave back here together. Again.
I mean, technically, it is broken.
Technically not good. I probably have a lot of damage, but this is literally my third time doing this fight.
I mean, from what I mean, it also just focuses on like recovering.
Just stand in the piss puddle.
Well, no, I mean I just dumped literally every non-global honor on that last phase because I'm just fucking around. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Is one of these stone AOE? Can't tell. Or is it they both single target? No. Okay. Cool. Great. That would help.
Arrow is also your dog.
Yep. Did I put arrow? No, I put arrow only. So let's put arrow on both of them. Play this a little smarter.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, it's not just the controller. There we go. It's also specifically how they programmed the controller targeting. So I can do it. It's just I gotta like de-target everybody and then try to like circle around. So we're like not doing that. Hopefully we don't have to heal Ian too many times.
I mean, that was the one to make it die. Yeah, on normal you don't get as much damage, so yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer.
I mean, technically we should still be in very easy.
Yeah, that's why you have this phase.
He's fucking around. Get the fuck out of here, even though if I beat Magnite it ends. Don't you sass me, I've seen the future, Ian. Look at you, you're already like a quarter of the way dead. Oh, now you're doing the real shit. Hey.
I've seen the future, says the mind cat.
Oh, he tried to do the Dark Sense of and then he got blasted in the back.
Oh. Telling you that Ian had his back blown out by Magnite? Damn.
That made it so disappointing.
Okay. I just need to kill you.
Talking about all of the passions putting in this business.
Yeah, I know. I understand what's going on here. That is true. I get a little
Yeah,
All right, yeah, just this one.
I don't know how long is this, 60 seconds? Yeah, okay. It's a similar thing for White Mage. If I see my mana at like 8k, I just pop it on cooldown for what's called this move. It's definitely more efficient.
You might want to throw here another heal.
Working on it. The game even giving me a fucking tip about it too now, because Magnite keeps putting the fucking AOE's on him.
Yes,
I think they do.
He's putting it on you, but because you're sitting close to you.
And he, unfortunately, because of his damn aim, he kind of need to sit close to him.
Yeah, because I can't just grab him out of the corner of my eye. That's okay. I'll blow up the center one. Put the aim on you. All right. He did Midari Setsuka successfully that time. Now we just fucking put Magnite in the corner where he belongs.
Honestly, this fight is more just battling to control the targeting effect more than anything.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's not that bad, but it is. Right.
Only direct knockout gives control.
Break. Okay. Well, then I'll just fucking hold on. I'll DPS rate you. He's gonna die. No. Fine, DN. I'll do a mechanic. I could just do that last bit of damage. This is a thing that's very easy on controller.
Yeah.
Smash X.
Active time maneuvers.
Break the palm of your hand.
No, I don't need to do that. It's just X, baby. Thumbs. It's all thumb work.
I mean, if you turn around the joystick, it also counts too.
Oh, you can spin the joystick? I mean, I wouldn't want to do that because I have, you know, Mario Party injuries, and I played the Naruto Ultimate Ninja games as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
Everybody remember when you did the fucking Super Clash and you had to spin for Rasengan?
Yeah, I remember that.
So, just quickly,
Brought back Phantom Pains.
there was a wonderful moment because the audience were like, man, these active time maneuvers are easy. But the dev said, okay, it made a really hard active time maneuver.
Fair enough.
just
Yeah, the funny part is with Naruto is I think at one point I had a PS2 controller that had the foam covering broke off, so it was just the hard plastic.
Never have I felt such bliss.
But you gotta spin to win, baby.
Oh god, yeah, I had that.
The active time maneuver was against Seiryu or Shinryu.
'Twas
and
a
I did not
battle to
realize at
burn
first that I had to hit
soul
the button
and
multiple
flesh
times,
to
and my only
ash.
experience with it was
We
playing
Dothal
against
will
First
lend you
Tracer.
our strength as
I died.
promised.
Because it was too
Nama's
late when I
power
realized
is
what
yours
I
to
needed do.
wield.
Well, yeah, I died the first time I did an active time maneuver. That's because it was, I think it was a precision press in Alexander, and it was like, what do I do?
No, that's not a precision. I think you just didn't actually get on board Boost Tracer.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know what the timing window was, and I was like, what do I do? Press anything? When do I press? No, I've not pressed correctly. I'm dead.
The sun is not driven
Failed
by
the kickflip
base
on
motives
cruise
such as yours. But
Actually, no, I
They
think I did
have
pretty
been
good on
judged
the time I actually
and
did it to
found
do the kickflip off.
worthy.
It's just that I died the first time. As often happens with many new mechanics.
They have over time discovered ways to do more anime things in battle.
I mean, we had the door beam struggle.
It is the way of the
My favorite
Oranir
moments.
to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient
God, Magna is
proof
so
of
salty
yourself.
right now.
The sun
Yep.
shall answer your call.
Oh, it gets better.
Fine, I guess you're strong.
No, there's a great line coming in from this conversation.
You have our thanks. We are glad to
I
call you
didn't lose, I
allies.
just failed to win.
Sounds about right.
You. By what are you called?
It's Magna, you know what's coming.
And Yashtolla's
Yes.
like thinking about the
Y'shtola,
lines.
why?
He is
I think with that aside glance, Yashtola seriously thought about just like telling him to fuck off right away.
But
Well,
Magna,
at least he has good taste.
Magna sees a
Are
woman
you?
with target lock.
What's that? A woman who can kick my ass?
Are you?
Are you my Nama?
Words will be had later.
Everyone just like.
I beg your pardon?
Just like, huh?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your
It goes from
healing
salting
touch
to
the
simping in 5
embodiment of
seconds.
The Dusk Mother's love.
He's FF14's biggest simp.
He's ready to go. He's got his tier 3 Twitch sub ready.
Well, actually, it would be a sim contest between him and Asahi.
Long had I
Little
wondered
do you
if
know,
my
I am
Nama might
already a
not be woman of
moderator
the
in Lord
steppe.
Xenos' Twitch stream.
Beholding you, I am all but certain.
So gonna be that guy, even though you guys are having fun, I did send a DM to everyone saying, hey, I'm gonna ask for quiet for the coming moments.
Now, look into
See,
my
these are
eyes.
immediately ignoring
Could
those.
it be? Could
Oh,
you
I didn't understand what you meant.
be?
My brain did not put two and two together.
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Burn.
She said the line.
Little?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard Little Son out of context before.
Welcome to the Burn EX.
I mean, it's a little bit better than what I thought was gonna happen because I felt for a second she was just gonna like kick him in the shins.
Little
I
son!
think she says the line in theater rhythm.
Oh yeah, probably that might be one of her attack lines.
The best thing to come
When we
out
have
of-
Y'shtola and Y'shtola 2.
The best thing that came out of it is the fact that Sadu heard her say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is clearly having a fun time.
Yeah,
Does
his
it
reaction
pain you,
is the
little
icing on the
son?
cake.
Crave you salve
That
to
fucking
soothe
face.
the ache.
Yeah, she's got the
Fire to
fucking
sear
face,
the
and she
wound
literally
in
just
your
said, "Yo,
heart."
dog, you need some cream for that bird."
Now she has the perfect insult to call him all the time, every time.
As evidenced by the fact that it instantly started a fight.
We have
The
wasted
battle music
enough
starts
time
playing
here.
again.
Siren awaits for word
And I'm just
of
looking
our
back and forth
success.
like, really, guys?
Really?
And you still just like, nope. Fucking
Well,
gone.
we got what we need. Time to go.
Just as the peace out and just teleports away.
Okay, well, I should have been more clear, Caesar, but oh well. Good
It's
times will happen.
fine. There's a clean read of her saying the line.
I haven't heard this called the Burn EX. Most people I've heard say it called the Burn Savage.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It is really. It's not that different. Both are funny.
I apologize, my brain is dumb.
And again, I've said it's fine. Let me be the fun police here. Fucking face.
Endure.
Probably not help like that.
Oh, hold on. Did someone say something to this god? I just checked Odd Dump and he's removed the picture.
No. Axe called it out, so I moderated.
Oh.
The reposting is not allowed. I need to debate whether or not to start putting people in timeout for it. Discard is not the only one. He is just the one who absolutely does not give a fuck, so I would like for him to give a fuck about the rules.
I get away with it by not posting anything whatsoever.
It's just
The timeout, mechanic that Discord added not too long ago, like I think it was maybe earlier this year, is good for little things like that. Just a little thing to just be like, hey.
This is me.
You okay, buddy?
Oh, that made me lightheaded.
What me?
Well, alters pain in Crow General.
Just the word, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I've tried so many times to get this fucking caster dress, but I still want the other pieces. I get a fucking one or roll a need.
Back when it was current content, there was a dungeon in 5.3 I did. And I was running, and I just met these two people who were a couple, and they were like, "We've been running this for several days just to get the set." And immediately, the dungeon after that, I found the set they were looking for. I was like, "Oh."
Roblox oof. .mp3.
Oh,
sorry. When you first said Roblox, I'm like looking at these crystals, like, yeah, they look very blocky. I need to take some breaths. That actually did fuck up my head.
Yeah, sorry.
Breathing is important. Also remember to stretch, kids.
Stay in school and don't do drugs.
That's no good.
Yeah, just crawl your way inside of the steroid.
I've seen this. Sages from the other alliance. His name is King over 200.
Yeah.
Separated by apostrophes.
Oh god.
Did it work?
I remember, what was it? Years ago, I played
It
Left 4
did.
Dead 2 with some people. There was a guy
Ether
who
may
joined
flow
from
freely
Egypt,
to the
and his
burn
ping was
once
just
more.
constantly 999. The laggiest charge you've ever done seen.
But you know what's the good thing? Ratchet just enters your overflow, clearly.
No, the problem with stuff like that is you play stuff like Left 4 Dead 2 or Team Fortress 2, and what would happen is they'd kill you and wouldn't die because of the ping lag.
Boy, my map does not like the Doman Enclave.
I don't know why it hates the Doman Enclave so much.
It's so. I think it's because we talked about this last time. Because there's you know the restoration project. There are technically like different levels of instancing you can get, so they have to like wall it off in its own little like area. But it's just interesting that the way the like objectives are programmed is it doesn't just jump to whatever your available map for the Doman Enclave is. I have to like go to the spot where you would go to the Doman Enclave, click on it to go over, and then click on the Aetherite. And it's just like, why?
My favorite part about it is that because you can tell like it's changed depending on like what stage you're at. You can tell how many people just haven't done it because of how often it's populated when you get there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a blue quest, so I'm sure I'll do it sometime. It's just I've been focusing on other stuff, like leveling other classes.
Yeah, I still haven't tackled it myself yet. I should really get around to it, though.
Well, I just know Lucky and I are cheering for. Speaking of side content, we're cheering for 6.5's release, so we can just be like vindication. We've done the side content.
Oh yeah, it's what was it? Lucky talked about it earlier. There's dialogue changes if you've done the Eden Raid series.
Yes, and the Warring Triad.
Yep, I already done that myself. I am curious because Lucky didn't say it outright with the spoilers and stuff, but I'm curious which character from that block is returning.
It might also involve you needing
Spoilers.
the all of the stuff involving the world quests.
Maybe that too. Again, spoilers.
Yeah, another time.
It's like a fucking landmine. You gotta be careful about what you can say is or isn't applicable.
Yeah.
Because your brain can already be like connecting dots if you know bits and pieces. You're like, wait a second. All the way back to Alamigo, Omega.
Alright. Well, I need to get my fucking emote, so I have to pay 688 gil to go back to Alamigo. Where Thancred has been sitting at that table drinking this entire time.
I do believe you're towards the end of this patch, though.
Well, I assume so. There was a fairly sizable solo duty. There was a dungeon. I'm gonna get another emote. My umbrella away so I can fucking fly, because I've learned my lesson about Alamigan's not Alamigan. Yes, Alamigo. That's right. Yes, the other owl. There's too many owls. But yes, Alamigan's street construction. I've learned my lesson.
Too many owls. Alamigo, Big Fat Albert,
Weird Owl.
Yep.
I mean, I think the main thing is just what I was thinking was there is what made me doubt is there's Alagan and then Alamigo, both of which have the same syllable sounds to start.
True.
Also, I was wrong. He's been standing in the stairwell.
Fat Cat Parasol.
Yeah, I got that shit first. That reminds me, I do have 50. I think I need to buy another emote. I got Sweat, so I think I need Shiver. Is the next one down?
Oh yeah.
Alright, what time is it? It's not even midnight. Yes, I'll watch the cutscenes in succession. We're fine.
Yeah, you can power through it.
I mean, last time they did this, it was only like 20 minutes, so even if it's a little longer, we're still
I'll
pretty
get going
decent
then. You guys have fun. Also,
Mistress
enjoy
Elise,
this amazing cutscene.
Commander Aldin, it gives me
Wait,
great
the books
pleasure to
underneath
formally
Nanomo.
welcome the city-state
I don't
of
know, the chair's in the way.
Alamigo to the Eorzean
I
Alliance.
know, but it's important. Like, she seems rather high up on it.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace.
I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to
I find it
stand
hilarious
with
to
our
think about it,
comrades
like,
of
if
the
they
Alliance.
split the where they sit on in the chairs by gender. So you've got
And we, for our
Donovan,
part, are
Tani
glad
said,
indeed to be able
the
to
Admiral,
welcome
and then
friends
you
both
got
old
Aber.
and new.
I mean, I think they just ordered everybody by height.
Lord Hien of Doma,
I was
at
gonna
your
say Amer
service.
Express Girl.
Pray, accept
I mean,
my
people would
heartfelt
also
thanks
take
for your
that, but-
generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest,
Oh, shame
you and
Amer
yours
isn't
have
bringing
been
up
our
the fact that
constant
he had a
companions,
fucking
without whom
airship
we
in
would not
half.
be here.
Yeah.
Oh, tiny Magitech armor in the air on the airship.
See, now we're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn side of the table is we're forming bookends. We have Y'shtola and Alice in the middle, and then me and Thancred on the sides.
Yeah, the big ones.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
Yeah, let's bring back up the fucking faithful
The
day
day
in
I lost
Uldar.
my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell.
I mean, yeah,
never did I dream
technically,
that I would one
we've
day
had
be given the
big
chance
alliance
to
meetings, but I don't
represent
remember if
my
Nana's been there
homeland
for
at
all
this
of them
council.
because she's, been sick.
Nanama just says that, just flash to your character with PTSD.
Well, you'll notice that I think several people have cups. I don't remember. Let me flash to me. I don't think I had a cup in front of me. No, I do. Okay.
I would not even be alive.
I know, I'm not drinking
had
out
you
of it.
not
I've learned
plucked
my
me
lesson.
From the jaws of death. You Giri.
And I've just played as Y'shtola, and I
Nelfino.
understand she doesn't have a sauna in her hotbar,
Would that the
so...
lad could be with us.
It's personally a me thing. Every time you say Asana, I'm just
I too
like,
owe
what the
my
fuck
presence
is
here
that?
to Elfino.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's
So many
it is
years.
Asuna, but it's
Until
sometimes
such
funnier
time
to
as
say
he
Asana.
returns.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
to carry on his good
I had
works
to
as
like
best
wrap
I
my
can.
brain around it.
I can't remember if it's written normally the way, if it's like Asungao, or is like Asunaga? I'd have to double check. They play around with vowels a lot.
As they are wont to.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future.
But Nanamo, you brought
My
up the
Lord Hien,
past.
pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Oh, he's just gonna exposit. Cool.
So we fought these guys at the Azim Step.
I hope we leave that out of the story.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in
Just skip
Garland,
all of that.
I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
It's like when what was it for
The
DMC
Empire
5
will
they
not
were
so
doing the
easily
recap of all
change
the
its
DMC
ways.
games and they just skipped 2.
Yeah. There was like a line about like
If the Garleans have
whatever
a
her
mind
face
to take
was.
back Doma and Alamigo,
And then,
we'll
like,
be
that was
hard
it.
pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Asians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical
Yes, that was
ambitions.
the scene right before Heaven's Word was Big Pope and Spooky Man.
They have
Flanked
bestowed
by
upon him
2
the
Asians.
secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Asians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic. Subterfuge.
You okay over there?
Oh, I found a funny image I'm gonna have to share with you at some point.
Also, Thancred, are you saying that assassination is not subterfuge? I would usually put that in the espionage
You have an
category.
idea?
How well do you think you can assassinate an
Speak your
Ascian?
mind, Master Thancred. None here know
That
the
is
enemy
problematic,
better than the
yes.
Scions,
We need a
and
big
you
bada
may have
boom to
best
do
of
that.
all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around
What's
the
that,
Empire.
Thancred? I can't hear you. The band's really loud all of a sudden.
Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently,
That's right.
plunging
You
the
didn't see the
Imperial
Empire
house
in
into
the,
disarray as
AR
nephew and
push was
uncle
because they had
grappled
a
for the
fucking
throne.
civil war.
Yeah, they did talk about that. And we did have a cutscene where they talked about how, I forget his name, but you know, Emperor Anvilface. Varus, right.
It is no coincidence that one of Varus' first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds
These papers in
being
front of
so
me, Thancred,
tiresome
they say
when
nothing.
armies are involved. Not all welcomed
It's a
his
script.
choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead,
I like the
but puppet
cinematography
to
in this cutscene, but I'm very
diabolical
curious why we keep
would be
cutting
too
to the
enticing
Griffin.
to ignore.
Like, thematically.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I just noticed how goofy the Griffin on the logo looks.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial
But a lot of
territory.
heraldry does actually
With a
look
team
like
of
that.
operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest,
Like,
the
surprise,
plan should have a
Sloppy
reasonable
comes
chance
back,
of success.
ruins another banquet.
God damn it.
Ghost of Sloppy just fucking dives out of the wall.
Did I already miss the part where the two
Dorma
fuckfaces who
already
were
has
with
shinobi
Stormblood
in
were
place throughout the
captured?
provinces. We
No,
stand
I
ready to
think they
act,
mentioned
and
that they
act
were
we
they knew where
must.
they were, but I
What
haven't.
say you all?
I'm pretty sure I haven't actually dotted that I or crossed that T yet.
Okay, my bad.
I don't think so. No, it's fair to ask because you reminded me that was a thing that I distinctly remember came up, but I
I'm
also
for Master
do not
Thancred's
remember
proposal.
if I've
We
punched them
shine
or
a
not.
light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity.
Well, hopefully it comes up soonish.
'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Whoa! Shit! I'm getting
That way.
getting a new message now.
Different than normal.
Shit! Did I drink the tea?
Here, feel, gate.
Drink.
History must be changed.
Drink the bleach.
Sorry, this one hitting different.
Hello, you have the wrong
Ahead
number.
looms a calamity.
Oh, he's using the big C word.
Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
Oh. Oh, we're all getting this message. Okay.
There's a voice.
This party's
Spies in our midst. Nay, I sense no such presence.
Only a few of you guys are getting the voice in your head.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody type that.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
It's very unusual.
Is it over?
Oop, Thancred's not having a great time.
Master Thancred!
Big T. He needs some milk.
12 for Fend.
Ooh, for Fend.
So
Good
you
word.
said Big T, I literally just, I don't
Bear
want
him
to
to a
picture someone
private
looking
chamber.
at
Have
Thancred and
every
going,
healer
"Mr.
make
T."
ready. Swiftly.
Oh, it's raining outside. Perfect.
Thancred's punishment continues.
Master Thancred remains in slumber, though his vital signs appear stable.
What could have done this? And why just
Well,
him
at
and
least
not
I
the
have a
others?
theory, but I'm not sure if I heard anybody say that line in game before or not, or if that was just something people say out of game.
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, milady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
So everybody else had that, right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
Copy factory tonight.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him,
Yeah,
I
those
would
raids
say,
are a bit of an
rest
endeavor.
easy.
No,
that
it's,
he
it's
may
not the
wake
raids
to enjoy
themselves.
the
I actually have
fruits of
enjoyed
our
doing
labor.
them. Just the
Now,
fucking
the matter
trying to
of
get
the
the
mysterious
one
voice must not be forgotten.
glamour I want from it.
Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, that's a particular hole I
Alizé
haven't
and I
gone
heard a
down
voice
in,
the moments before
but I'm
Thancred
just
collapsed.
imagining the pain
It
where
was
I like
accompanied
find
by
a piece of
severe
gear that is
headache,
the look I want,
as
and
if
then I'm like,
something were
oh, I
clutching
get
at
this
our
from a
minds.
dungeon or a
Did
raid.
you
Let me run it
experience the same
5
thing?
billion times. Yes, I did indeed experience that thing you described.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
It was a little bit like being echoed, but not entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh.
But I need my soul. That's where I keep all my stuff.
So I keep all my crystals.
That is actually true. Also interesting, you saying that
I
just made me
myself
realize
examined
that
Thancred.
was not really a thing we did do in Stormblood, was it? We kind of dropped to the story giving you a signifier for you leveling up, and you just did it.
I mean, what the crystals were meant to represent, I guess you'll hide in the blessing.
Well, yeah, but it is kind of funny that, like, that was, you know, we defeated AAR, you defeat the primals and slowly build up your crystal connection and get stronger, and then you lose all that stuff in the midpoint to Grandpa, and then you slowly, like, reawaken those through the course of Heavensward back, and then we just, like, the writers for Stormblood were just like, you know what, we don't need that visual metaphor anymore.
We just will slam them into the recycle bin. We don't need them anymore.
Reach out as I may. I could not
Basically,
see
I think the progression
that is
into
his soul.
Stormblood is, alright, how less bad am I going to get my ass kicked by Xenos?
I guess that is true. You do fight him a couple of times, and they are in different
That
moments.
Thancred alone was stricken
here you
so
go.
is
Thancred has
likely
no
due to
soul
his
now.
heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea.
Yeah, I figured that's why Thancred was the one who passed out, is because he's the only one of us who's been previously been possessed.
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be,
reached out
It
to
also
you,
made me somewhat etherically
called
weak
your
due to the
souls,
fact he
and
can't
in so
manipulate it.
doing,
Yeah.
caused you.
But
and
Connie
yours
Senna at least is
such
straight
pain.
up saying, yeah, that motherfucker been possessed before. His soul is a little loose.
But if
Whatever
that's
happened,
true, where exactly are we being called to? I know not.
Where exactly
Yet
are we
one
being
thing is
called
plain.
to? Some kind of next
Whoever waits for you on the
expansion?
other side
Yeah,
is
basically.
possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
I mean, my joke is something about, well, shit, I don't have caller ID.
Yeah.
I
mean, the quest is
who the
called...
fuck is calling?
The quest is titled The Call.
Yeah.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for
We
a
must
time?
do research. Find Urian Jair. Dig him out of the waking sands.
It's from a private number.
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend.
Caller
worry.
ID blocked.
I'll see to it that
Oh,
Thancred's
did,
well
you,
looked
did you
after.
officially leave the
Just focus
Scions?
on
I don't remember
solving
that
this
part.
mystery, all right?
I guess it would make sense if you're going to stay and like make sure that Alamigo's okay.
I believe that happened in the... We saw either the bridge quest or something where like she literally just took all the scions and saw them at Vargas Reach and said, hey, so I can't be a scion and also help with this.
Yeah, I think I remember something along that line, but it was very fast. I'm like, okay, I guess we are counting that you technically left. I mean, we could also say the smart thing. Lys was not technically part of the organization because she was admitted under, the other name.
False pretenses.
She had a fake ID!
Shit.
She literally did have a false tattoo.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no
McLovin.
ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
I really got lost with that one. He really wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't. That's not even
Whoever
a movie I
or
watched.
Whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
I think back in the day when I was a teenager and that came out, I was just like, oh, this movie looks stupid.
It probably was stupid. But they had some songs and some dreams. Wait, is this way I get the endure emote? So that I can, put on my face when I get a headache?
Oh, you didn't mention Call Up Urianjay.
Well, his soul's never been relocated.
Yeah, but all the way in the Waking Sands, Urianjay got the call as well. Someone tried to Skype call the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh my god, somebody started a group call without asking us first. Damn.
Oh, they use Skype. That's why y'all got headaches.
Also true. Okay, so my options for ponder, by the way, the ponder expression is /ponder or /make you go, hmm. I silently endure.
I did not realize that was...
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoop,
that's
missed.
great.
Missed Alice. I accidentally was looking at Connie Senna. Prelude in Violet. We have been going for over 3 hours,
Yes.
but it's not quite midnight.
Well, enjoy the final quest of the patch.
No, is this the end? Okay. Then we'll go fire that one up and see what's up.
Which I believe will usually have cutscenes.
Yeah. Oh, thank God they've teleported me. Well, at least the cutscene's back in the Rising Stones already. Hey, Dorcas. What's the haps? When are you gonna get some new drip?
Urianger! Gods, it's good to see you.
That's what the call was about. They're here to give you my new clothes.
It's a fucking embedded ad.
DoorDash delivery now does clothes.
I mean, we haven't mentioned it at all, but I do believe that at least in Japan, Final Fantasy XIV and Kentucky Fried Chicken are gearing up for a collab.
Yep.
There have been sightings of the Colonel in Eorzea.
There used to be, what was it? To get one of the fat chocobo mounts, there was a raid battle you had to do in Chinese KFC.
Isn't that literally like a Domino's pizza emote?
I think so.
Something?
I think in
Our
the state
meeting
it is
were under
pizza.
happier circumstances.
Yeah.
I
was
judged the
for the
voice
Gable Wars.
sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect. on
Also, I
our
mean, it just makes sense. If you're doing some content, it's like, shit, dude, I need a pizza. Am I gonna stop the raid to go make food?
They added eat egg thanks to Ross.
Yeah, that was great.
But no, seriously, Tataru, you gotta hook my man up. He's dripless.
You heard it too, then?
He's drowning. Legitimately, he can't swim.
Not in that robe, for certain.
Aye. And all but certainly at the
Have you
self-same
ever
instant.
swum with clothes on? It sucks.
Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Asians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with my
Gasper
own
and Jay, you're gonna leave the headquarters?
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
No, we're going to Alamigo. Alice said it.
One other thing.
That's why
During
they
my
didn't
visit to the
teleport
Far
you.
East, I observed a strange...
That does make sense. I was just thinking that. I was about to say, is that why the cutscene just goes to the Rising Stones and I didn't actually have to go there?
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in
More
etheric
strange
density.
phenomenon.
God, Urianjay's dialogue is so special. Thou referrest, and then he talks about fucking actual, like, scientific babble. Localized reduction in etheric density?
Yes. Scientific
Well, that
magic
spares
babble.
me the trouble of an explanation.
He's, like, simultaneously
Yes. I noted
scientific and also
precisely
like
that
a
at two
Shakespeare
apparently
play.
unconnected locations. I take it the
Is there any
phenomenon is not limited
explanation
to the
for
Far
Urianjay's
East.
dialect? Like, are there people who talk like him, or is it just his one weird trick?
He is the only one I've seen talk like this.
Yeah, I do believe it is his, like,
Indeed not.
verbal tip.
So it's like
of
his-
late,
yeah, it's
our
just his
agents
speech pattern.
charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else.
Something that's way more common
in every corner of the realm.
I mean, it
they
translates
tell of
over
places
because
in
of
which the ether
localization,
hath grown
but something
thin.
that I feel like is way more common in, like, Japanese media is, like, a lot of very specific verbal tics and stuff.
It's been a while since I've actually done it, but I seem to recall in ARR, it was explicitly stated that he was often quoting
Naturally,
book
my
verses.
suspicions first turned to primal activity.
That could be.
But the
I think that
areas
is
thus
one of his first
affected
lines, is
betray
like,
no
quotes a book
evidence of
verse, and he
summoning.
just, like, it immediately
I
sets the
must
tone for it, and
confess
you're like,
to
oh,
being quite perplexed.
you're a weirdo.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I
I
shall
know, the
make it my
magic's
task to...
disappearing.
Uh-oh, he's got to cut off text box.
Someone just runs up behind him and shakes him.
I mean, that is kind of what it looked like what just happened.
The voice. It calleth to
It's
me.
that
Oh
same
shit, he's
guy
getting a
who
call.
stabbed.
This
He
time
got
it's
the
not a
call
group call.
before. No, he mentioned he got the call before.
Well, yeah, no, as I was saying, it's just him getting the call. Because he's the only one. Oh, wait, never mind. There's Shilla.
Down they go.
I hear it too.
No, it must be due to pain.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
No. No, this can't be happening!
Oh. Are they taking a nap too? Shit. They were my smartest people. I'd say, what the fuck are we gonna do? We only know how to punch things.
Ishtola! Urianger! Open your
He
eyes!
has to stop punching Urianger. Wake up!
Well, I guess I could switch to Astro. I can throw some Yu-Gi-Oh cards at him.
Open your eyes!
I can hit him with
Thank
this
you.
Aspected Benefic. That usually helps.
Say something. Anything. Not again. Please, not again.
I believe we are officially having a bad time.
No good times are being had.
I forgot how big Hoary Boulder is.
Nope.
Yeah, someone with no cure for the soul just fucking leaving.
Well, you know, we dealt with the reverse. We did unfuck the situation where Y'shtola accidentally made herself oops all soul. We'll figure it out.
Done just yet.
Maybe this voice will fucking explain to me what it means by throw wide the gates.
Eventually.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Two Maelstrom commands.
I forgot about this little bit.
To the Limpsa. Hopefully tank program is here holding down the fort. Look at all these people.
I think I just saw a Lullaphone with the name.
Yeah, there's a lot of names.
Okay, so that person had the title Grandmaster Caster. It would cut off, so I thought it just said Grandma Caster.
That's like the new mate in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, but they can't fit all that, so it just says Ninja Grandma.
Yeah.
In the text box.
Kiwi the Rock Johnson. This is a fucking maid outfit with a fish head. Sorry, the toad head.
Uh-oh. I forgot. The Rising is still technically happening. We're inside the zone of influence.
Answers is playing. It's the boy!
Here he is, my lady.
Also, I forgot that we left this guy in their care. How are you doing, little lad?
Not great.
Gabu, it's been too long.
How's Trix?
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear. No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You know, probably beat up more guys.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day.
Are you sure? The weather's great for it.
Come on. We have friends to save.
I don't know if it's intentional, but it seems to be raining everywhere I go.
Axe just in fucking stream chat. Enjoying the emotion of writing?
I mean, it did ramp kind of fast, but some of that's got to do with, like, you know, just the fact that we, technically we're jumping, but you know, between patches at certain points here. I feel like Final Fantasy XIV always does this, and it does it very well, where it's just like, okay, all right, cool, we wrapped shit up from the X pack. All right, we got to lead you into the new one. That means fucking new shit. Like, given some of the excitement on it for some people for 6.5, I can only assume that that's kind of continuing as we go to the wrap-up phase, and then there'll probably be like a little bit of wind down, then it'll be like Dawn Trail.
Lucky has mentioned it to you, but yeah, normally we end. That person is just called Sony PlayStation.
Correct. That's why I wanted to pause for just a second and let that one sink in.
Fucking just broke my combo.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say?
But yeah, no, Lucky has mentioned it to you before. We've had a story that's been going on from the end of Endwalker, and normally that ends in the 0.3 patch, but we're still going all the way to 0.5, and we're just now introducing stuff for Dawn Trail.
Yeah, that's interesting to see. Though I suppose at least with the trailer they threw out of Dawn Trail, right? Like, I have to imagine the way it feels like what we're going for here is Endwalker is supposed to be a really big climax. You know, it's something that they've been working for, you know, for nearly the 10 years to bring you all the way here and like solve a lot of stuff, and then you naturally need a downslope. You need falling action after that, which is at least what the trailer for Dawn Trail looks like so far. Because it's like, yo, you get on a boat and you get to go on vacation, and like, you know, you get to join fucking Thancred and Urian J and Margaritaville.
I'm fully expecting us to finish the 6.5. Things like kind of sort of ending. We get Dawn Trail, and it's like, get in, loser. We're going to the new world.
You trying to drink normal water? Throw an umbrella in there. A tiny umbrella.
We're going on summer vacay. I will have to think of several summer glams in preparation. Speaking of, I should check my island sanctuary.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Legitimately.
That's why I went with that one.
Is it time?
It feels weird because I've turned on the volume to hear myself again.
Yeah, the echo.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will
I do
fall
enjoy
upon
that you can hear a
Alameda as
slight
pack of
change in
bloodthirsty
Xenos' voice,
wolves
so you
and
know
tear
it's
the
not
feeble nation apart.
Yeah, you know something's not quite right. I didn't think I said that out
Sorry.
loud yet, but I did notice that he's got a little...
Well, he did cut his throat.
I was speaking, and then I heard myself, and then I stopped.
You got speech zapped, yeah.
Oh, it's weird.
I'm not used to it like you and Lucky.
Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
It's our favorite emissary, Elidibus.
Our enemy is resourceful.
Emissary is not a very
Though
common
victory
word.
is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely.
Whenever I hear it, I keep thinking of that weird
Deliberate if you
7-star
must, but be
tuna
quick
from
about it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Emissary from Pandemonium.
We speak again when you have unburdened yourself of
That is
doubt.
a very weird one.
Until then,
Mhm.
I take my leave.
Lotha's I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're just humming over
Yep.
there in Endwalker.
Yeah. Hymns and Endwalker.
Makes you want to go,
Me and Loth are just gonna sit in this corner over here.
I should be the one to sigh.
Ooh, dramatic shadows.
I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to Lahabrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
It's this guy, whose face I have seen on the internet a lot.
Yes.
Oh, he's got his own little theme playing. I
Yes.
don't want to interrupt him, but I also just now noticed that there's a
Have
red
you
guy
no
and a blue
words
guy on
for
either
me
side of
either?
the throne.
No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery.
Boy, he's striking a pose.
Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear. Have I
We're hearing
touched a
something to come through
nerve?
for you, Caesar.
You always were an easy one to read.
Everybody's just watching the stream wrapped.
I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss.
God,
And
Varys,
I
your face,
know
your
how much
texture is so
happier you
like
would
low
be not
poly.
knowing the things you know.
Especially when you're going back and forth between these two, you can really tell the difference.
The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Gun!
You fiends are over
Emperor Val's packing heat.
I mean, he's the Empire of Garlemald. I would be shocked if he's not.
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Boy, it's been a long time since I heard Varys talk.
Such a waste
theme
of
music
time
slowly
and
comes back in.
energy.
Well, yeah, I
Both
mean,
yours
I as
and
the player and as
mine.
the Warrior of Light, know it takes more than a bullet to stop an Ascian, unfortunately.
Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Dramatic footsteps.
One
Yeah!
of my favorite scenes in the whole
Yep.
game.
Oh,
One of the
meanwhile,
best-
somewhere else.
I love that scene so much.
Yeah.
Still not voiced. Oh, shit, dude, those guys are dead.
They all drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, hey. I just did this quest the other day. I get this. Yeah, homie, it's a chemical weapon. That actually really puts a T on who this character Shadowhunter is.
Yep. damn, he's so fucking hot.
Oh,
I'll say it.
He's hot.
Where does he find time to shave?
He makes do. With his gun blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just.
That is the
And
most,
any scars on his cheek at this point, he accidentally fires his gun.
that is the most dangerous shaving method known to man.
Hey,
I got a
it's
trophy.
Probably.
I need to come back briefly just to ask a thing, because holy shit.
Well, we're having a good time, but yeah, we're probably gonna wipe out for the stream. So what's up?
So, how did you like meeting Solus?
It's pretty fun. I obviously there will be more because he has a voice and everything, but I can see why. Like I said, I have seen pictures of this man on the internet. If this is where that character starts,
I would say, go.
I really wanted him to get. When I first watched that scene, I really wanted him to get shot a second time.
Because it makes Varus feel better.
I know I didn't say this before, but my first experience with this character was him Fortnite dancing.
Honestly, when I first saw this scene, it was like, this reminds me of Kafka. And then the second time, it's like, I fucking knew it. The Empire was always meant to be a weapon of evil.
I mean that does explain a lot. If he just says, "Oh yeah, you were founded by Asians just to fuck everybody's shit."
If you don't mind me saying a few things, just quickly. So you haven't started it yet, but the lead up to the Evilise raids is a traveling troop all the way from Garlemald.
Yep.
Who were put into place specifically and commissioned to be made by the first Emperor of the Empire himself. Because he really liked theater.
Oh.
And seeing him act the way he does.
Yeah, that does explain a lot. Yeah, I know a little bit about that because I've done like the first intro quest, but I haven't actually unlocked the first raid because they have a thing where they tell you the story and then like, all right, talk to us when you're ready to do the thing, and I haven't done that yet. But okay, all right, that was that block of content. I got a trophy for it, I'll stay sitting here with soul searching and a big blue ball, but that will probably have cutscenes to start, so that's where we're gonna wrap up here.
Well, you're officially 7 quests left.
Nice.
It's gonna be a roller coaster.
And we will have to budget some time whenever available to do. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, Evil Omega raids, because obviously those are I've heard that those are neat to look at anyway, and also obviously like I'm a little sad we didn't get into the Evilise raids before this moment, but it wasn't. They only just gave a couple of mentions to the Dalmatians, but it does kind of seem like we're getting to the point where they're reminding you that that's a thing that happened. But let's see. So next week we'll have Final Fantasy XIV stream on Wednesday, where we'll get back into the quests, and like I said, we'll figure out the timing for some of the raids and stuff. Obviously, I think we were a little we got a decent number of people, but we were a little low strength at a couple of points. Loth obviously can't actually join us in that, so we might wait for a later date. And also, like I said earlier on the stream, remember, I'm not doing a poll for the bonus stream this month. It will be a Dark Knight stream. I'm just gonna do it. I am no longer. Yeah, I am no longer asking because I really don't like watching Dark Knight. Yeah, Axe, but there's no guarantee that Dark Knight wins then either. They might finally vote for me to play more Theater Rhythm, which is good. Sure. I would love to get an excuse to play more Theater Rhythm than all my other 9 other games. Anyway, but I'm just gonna do Dark Knight instead because it's annoying me that it sits there and I can't play Dark Knight in my off time because it's a Heavensward class, so I have to do the quests to get all the skills.
So what level is your Dark Knight?
We're past all of the baseline shit. And into like the second phase. Nope, I can't. Sorry. My brain is trying to remember. I mean, it was on stream earlier, but actually it was a pigeon. Yeah, 56.
Okay.
So we're through all this stuff. I will be able to do all the stuff to level 50, and we are assuming then also I might be able to pick up a few levels in between here and there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do that. That'll be not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the last Thursday. Also, just to remind everybody, Lucky's not here, so I will say we're about done with Hollow Knight. We hopefully got one more stream of that. Check out that series on Mondays as well. I'll probably make it a playlist when we're done. After that, we're going to take a brief detour to do Monday streams for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I will be doing that one. And then we're probably going to get started on Final Fantasy VII Remake. But Lucky has already talked about he is planning on budgeting some extra time. We're going to do some extra bonus streams in October on Thursdays for Alan Wake 2 as well. So we got a lot of streaming stuff Make sure you're subbed. Make sure you're liking videos. Ring the bell. Consider, you know, joining our Discord, joining our YouTube memberships, dropping us a line on Patreon, being part of the circle. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And that's everything for me. Good night, everybody.
Take care.